Jesus Christ, guys, what is going on today? I woke up to look at my normal news like I normally do every single morning, guys. And holy shit, we have like absolute like fucking meltdown. What the hell, guys? Vtuber is getting outed as PDFs? What is going on in our world, dude? What the actual fuck? Hello, guys. Good morning. Happy Friday, I would normally say, but holy fuck, there's some shit going on. My God. Chap. Okay, first up. Twitch fucking hates me. Can we talk about this shit for a second? Why the fuck is it that Twitch said, oh, let's just make all gifted subs Unify plus 35% off? That sounds like a fucking great idea. Look at the
is on a different level.
Why do they hate me? Why do they hate me, chat? I swear to God, I didn't do anything. I didn't deserve it. And here I am, chat, suffering because Twitch doesn't want the sub that in. So I'll tell you what, chat, I figure since Twitch is crazy, I'll be crazy too. So, no! Anyway, chat, I will let you know that all subs until the Twitch... What? I swear, I can never escape the shit, can I, chat? Like, actually. Holy, get yeeted. I absolutely got yeeted. Well, chat, I will let you know that today through the 29th, that all subs will count as double time, chat. That is right. So, all subs are double time through the 29th. This setup walk, yeah, so even I'm tripping out, I know you guys are going to trip out even more about this amazing deal, so... Yeah, it's also the evening of the 29th, so they not only do they kind of hate me, they also double hate me, yeah. I'm the storm that's approaching, bro. Chad is the storm that is approaching, so kick his curse, yes. Well, this is actually a pretty big story, that this kick person got arrested. I mean, they got like a battery charge. It's pretty crazy, right? So we'll take a look at that. We're also going to be discussing, of course, what's going on with this VTuber who was outed as a PDF, chat. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about Tectone making a huge change because I think he lost pretty big. So we're going to take a look at that. A lot of updates within gaming, content creation, all kinds of stuff. I got a lot to talk about this morning. So we're going to get to it lazy. What the hell is going on with Vtuber? I talked about that on Wednesday. So if you want to go and take a look at my stream for Wednesday, it'll tell you everything you need to know. So somebody spiked my metal replacement shake. I see 3 Elaras. I'm like, bro, I'm tripping out. What the fuck? Relatable though, Volcano, relatable. But first up, how are you guys? What's up, everybody? I know, I can't believe that they put fucking Star Fox in the Mario movie. So you're telling me that Super Smash Bros. The movie is gonna be a thing, right? It's a shame you didn't win today. What did I win? I mean, what did I lose? That's the better question. Outed as a PDF, a pedophile. PDF is short for pedophile because you normally can't put pedophile safely inside of the title of your Twitch stream, Skulls. So, yeah, PDF, pedophile. Smash Bros. Movie is inevitable at this point. I know. I'm telling you. They'll win the wheel. Wait, what wheel? We're not spinning the wheel, please. I don't want to spin any more wheels. No, don't make me spin any more wheels. Please, I've had enough. Spare me from the wheels, bro. Oh, no. Bro, if I had to spin the wheels again, I'd probably cry. Yeah, you're fine. Super Smash in-game. It looks like VTubers now have 2 new weaknesses. Wait, why children? Wait, PDF was not outdated? No, I'm pretty sure that PDF has always been the thing people use for pedophile. Is there like a new fucking word for pedophile now? Like pedo? I don't know. You you can't safely put that in your stream titles, is all I'm saying, chat. So I gotta be like a little careful with that kind of stuff. So, Smash Bros. Movie needs a scene where Isabel marries Doom Guy. Yes, yes. Who's out as a PDF? Bro, let me get to the fucking news. What do you mean? Everybody's like, okay, well, tell me the news. And I'm like, well, but I got to report on it. You're like, but I want to know the news. And I'm like, but I haven't gotten there yet to report on it. So don't I need to get to report it? And you're like, but yes, why are you reporting on it? I'm like, well, I'm going to report on it. So why don't you give me a fucking second? God damn it. It was my first chat also. Rip Pingu also was up. Also, why is Smash Bros. Movie? How that shit is gonna work. I mean, I'm spitballing here, right? I don't know if they're actually gonna make one, but I do hope that they do, because that'd be sick. I'm not looking in the photograph. I refuse to look at the photograph. You can't make me. I'm not looking at the photograph. I won't. I don't care how many photographs there are. I'm not gonna be looking at the stupid photograph. Please have been waiting forever for a Smash movie. I mean, like, we don't know if it's actually gonna be a thing. You guys gotta remember that. So, yeah, Star Fox is gonna be in the Mario movie, which is kind of cool. So, the problem with the Smash Bros. Movie, I think, is the IPs.
Back to that photograph. It reminds me of the photograph. Before the photo of that photograph, when it was just a normal photograph.
I'm firing all of you again. Hold on, let me find the button. You're all fucking fired. Here you go. Get the fuck out of my sight. I finally got my flying V back yesterday. Yo, sick. What happened to your flying V though? That sucks. Yeah, there might be legal complications. There definitely would. Especially having that many IPs in a movie. Imagine how difficult that must be. Like, look at Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph had like a bunch of video game IPs in it, and it caused like huge issues for Disney trying to get all this stuff in that. That was like a huge battle. Bro, I can't even eat my omelet without that going. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel, bro? I mean, there's totally is a Smash Bros. Nintendo characters. We're probably not gonna play in reputable theaters, right? Some Space Emissary, was the Smash Bros. Movie. Yeah, that's true. Just like go back and like remake it in like 4K, like movie quality, and then we'll re-release it as a movie. Yeah, it'd have to be Subspace, I think. Something like that. You know, I'm sure Nintendo could come up with something really, really cool. I mean, it'd be cool, but do we need that? I mean, do we need anything? You know, like, do we need anything at all? I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, technically, we don't need another Harry Potter series, but we're getting one. I mean, technically, we don't need more Lord of the Rings, but we're getting it. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, it's a very deep question to try and answer. Like, I mean, what defines need, you know? Too much. It all can lean back to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the legal gymnastics of the studio to dance around. But Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse on the same screen was hilarious. Yeah, so true. What we need is some affordable healthcare and housing. This is the Lord of the Rings Stephen Colbert is helping make it. I know. I'm so excited. I'm like, yes! Stephen Colbert is perfect for that. The fact that Stephen Colbert is so passionate about Lord of the Rings, he is literally the perfect person to do that. I'm so excited. We don't need a Harry Potter TV series. Why? Just fucking one. You know, I was watching the trailer for it, and I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's great, but I don't feel like it's horrible, you know? I'm gonna be happy they managed to do justice for any TV show that's 40K related. We'll see. I know they are working on one, aren't they? If I remember right, I'm pretty sure they're working on a 40K movie series, right? Or not movie series, TV show. Rocky the Iridian is such a cute little fella. Who's that? I have no fun. Lazy, I swear to God, you're on like a different plane of existence sometimes, bro. You bring up the most random shit that like nobody is talking about. I'm like, what? Where the fuck did this come from? The movie adaptation. I will say that I do think this series is looking very book accurate. Which I will give them credit for that. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to checking it out. I guess we'll just have to see, you know. Yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of work to get all of that, like, working properly, you know? I don't think we're getting another Smash game on Switch 2. We were definitely gonna get another Smash game, even if it's just like, even if it's like updated Smash Ultimate. We'll definitely get it. Yeah, you know, same here, Kage. There's like a lot of, implications. Yeah, but like, okay, but we're not even talking about Project Hail Mary, so why did you even bring that up? Like, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to put you in the box of spam at this point, because like you're just saying random shit that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Anyway, you know, I think there are some implications behind that stuff, right?
Given they
I'll give you some
race
examples.
swapped Snape, and I'm sure the guy's
Right, yeah, the
talented,
context.
but there are certain contexts where him being race swapped is a big concern. For one, Harry will now be accusing the only black teacher of trying to steal the stone.
Well, there's two big moments for me, right? So, number one, Harry in the book is suspicious of Snape because the way that he looks. That does not bode well. And then, of course, number two, Harry's dad, James, bullying Snape as well, hanging him upside down, teasing him about his greasy hair, his nose. Yeah, no, the implications of that are actually really, really bad. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure they call him greasy, and I know they make fun of his nose in particular. So how many is that now? At least five that I've covered. Yeah, there's just like a lot of references to his looks. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of implication, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, there's also a lot of implications for a long time that, you know, Snape is evil when he's actually not. Yeah, he's known for exactly like sleazy and greasy, and I think it's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, nobody's ever gonna top Alan Rickman, right? Like, his performance of that is just always gonna be perfect, right? And I think this actor is fantastic, right? I just think that it's kind of like, unfortunately, there's a lot of thought process that I don't think went into how that's gonna work and look versus the book, right? So, oh, he was evil. He just changed sides because he wanted Harry's mom. Yeah, you know, that's fair. Here's a hot take: HBO Snape should have been Adam Driver. No, I won't tell you wrong. I think Adam Driver would have been absolutely perfect for the role as well. I really, really do. Now, if you look at the trailer, which we're actually gonna watch, I do think that he looks the part, right? Like, he looks good. I think that, you know, Snape is always supposed to be kind of thin, gangly, conniving, stuff like that. Like, as far as, like, the look, I think they actually got it well. It's just, again, I think a lot of, implication of a lot of the stuff in the book is probably going to draw issues. So I don't know, especially with a series that is touted as being as book accurate as possible, how that's going to look. I don't think that's going to look very good. But anyway, we'll take a look at it. So, oh yeah, no, Adam Driver would have absolutely been perfect. Maybe Soul Walk. I mean, like, I'm sure there's a whole separate conversation about who they could have race swapped if they wanted to, but like, I don't know. I'm open to the idea of letting it happen and see where it goes. I'm just a little concerned about the implication, right? You know, like, that's my concern about all of it. That's not good if the director has had any familiarity with the material. Who said that? I don't think it's the case, right? Because, I mean, even looking at the trailer and stuff, it looks nuts. Like, I mean, like, it's very book accurate. There's multiple parts of it. I mean, I just reread the books a few months ago, so I remember a lot. And there's a lot of stuff I was like, holy details, you know? Yeah, like, I don't carry it away, right? Like, I have no problem with it. I'm just concerned. I guess that's like where I sit in the whole debacle about the whole thing. I'm just a little concerned, right? Oh yeah, I've been paying absolutely no attention to One Piece live action. Even Hogwarts and African wizarding school. On good terms at Hogwarts. Legacy race swapping Snape doesn't look good. I don't think I really have. I mean, that's more the lore, right, Kage? Like, we're talking about actually like what's going on within the like real world stuff, right? I don't think that has anything to do with, you know, real world implications, right? I saw a person making comments. A lot of people make comments. I personally don't plan on watching Harry Potter HBO show. If I just want to get my Harry Potter fix, I'll just read the books I bought as a kid. Yeah, exactly, Nid. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't really think Hogwarts Legacy is applicable to any of this stuff, right? Like, the only real reason she did this is because she wants a different cast known for it. Boom. Are you talking about J.K. Rowling, or... Also, just modern Hollywood writers nowadays. Too much shareholder pool. Well, I'll be honest, Noctis, like, you know, we'll take a look at the trailer. Like I said, I do think it's very accurate to the books. Very, very accurate to the books. It's actually kind of wild how accurate it is to the books with certain stuff. So, you know, we'll take a look at it. If you already know you're going to have a show or movie, wait, if you already know you're going to have a show or hate a show or movie, why watch it? I mean, why do you hate it? I mean, I guess if you've seen enough to make a educated decision, that's fine, but my question would be like, what? How do you know you hate it if it hasn't come out yet, or you haven't seen enough of it?
I read the books,
you know what I mean?
And saw the movies. Don't have to see a series.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally get it. I mean, I get that, like, they're bringing it to a new modern audience, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to give it a chance, but we'll see what happens. Honestly, I think race swapping a character to be more inclusive can be seen as more... I'm not touching that conversation with a 30-foot pole, dude. I am not here to discuss that. I don't care for the show at first glance. Is it changes from the show? Oh, you mean the movie, right? Yeah, I did read the books when I was younger. Don't remember enough. It's a movie too because there's statements about our current social media fixation. Ah, gotcha. Well, good. I'm glad that they called her out because she fucking sucks. You know, like, I'm glad they called out Rowling. She deserves to be called out. She's not a good person. Like, I do remember, Harry Potter, Dana Radcliffe, him being very outspoken against her.
I've been sitting here this morning wondering why my mind is hazy. I just remembered I didn't get any sleep last night, lol.
Nice job.
I'm so tired, I forgot I didn't sleep.
Womp womp. Go get some sleep. Also, stop liking Harry Potter. Did J.K. Rowling start tweeting? Wait, she tweeted retcons before she went to the political deep ends. I didn't know that. I didn't know that she tweeted retcons. That's crazy. Rowling went off the deep end. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know, definitely the talk of the town, though, with the whole Snape thing. I'm just like, I don't know, I guess it's worth giving it a chance, but also I'm very, like, worried and hesitant because of the implications, so... Retcon?
Retcon.
Or retcant. There was the infamous Dumbledore's gay retcon, too. Well, I always thought that was, like... I thought it was always, like, implied, so... I don't know, I mean, they that's not really a retcon, because didn't they make that... Yeah, no, they actually made that story in, fuck, what do you call it? Fantastic Beasts, so that's not really a retcon, right? Like, that's always been there.
Her mind with retcons. Don't get me started on
I've never heard of this poop thing, though. Hogwarts has toilets, why would they shit themselves so they can clean up with magic? Why don't they just make, like, a portal that sucks the poop out into an empty dimension? You know what I mean? Like, there's a million things. I enjoy the world of Harry Potter, not the creator. Anytime the creator ruins the release for the Potterverse with their idiotic words, it's Anthony. Yep. 100%. Yeah, I've never heard of the poop one, though. But no, I thought it was always implied that Dumbledore was gay anyway, because didn't he say he had a life partner in the book? Which was, what's his face? I don't ever think it was retcon. I think it was always in the books. Although J.K. Rowling was making grand statements about standing up for the oppressed, and then she decided to become part of the oppressors. Yep. Yeah, Grindelwald, that's it. I'm pretty sure, didn't that say on one of his wizard cards that you get out of the chocolate frogs? I'm pretty sure it said that on the description. Maybe I'm wrong, but what's going on with the title of the stream? Holy shit, we have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm letting everybody get in here, but we're chatting about a Harry Potter movie, or a Harry Potter TV series, actually. Talking about Grindelwald is beautiful, but it's never over. Yeah, I remember something else, Captain. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see.
Wasn't Dumbledore declared gay before the books were finished?
That's what I thought too. I thought there was like a particular line that they talked about that. Yeah, I really thought there was like a particular line that they talked about that. Yeah, maybe I'm just wrong. I'm probably wrong. Well, let's see.
You were Florida girl. You're telling me
Oh,
you
yeah.
never
Okay,
shot
I got it. Yeah, I got it. In the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Dumbledore shares that he was blinded by his affection for Grindelwald. So obviously it's implied, right, that they had some kind of, deeply emotional relationship, right? So it's at least like minimally implied. I don't know how many times I've heard the phrase Tectone in trouble again. Yeah, holy shit, we have a lot to talk about with that too, because he absolutely cooked himself. Which like I'm not really surprised, to be honest. Like, I'm not surprised that Tectone kind of ruined things for himself. It was only a matter of time, right? But this particular instance that we're gonna be going through with him, he's actually moving over. I don't want to burp into the mic. He's moving exclusively to, or he's moving off of Twitch and YouTube, which is really, really crazy, right? So, yeah, that was in Fantastic Beasts. Now, what I just read to you was in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Yeah, it was only a matter of time he was his history being kind of a bully. Well, like, the problem with Tectone is, like, he tries to always define everything as freedom of speech, but the issue is that he says a lot of stuff that is against TOS that's actually causing him these issues, right? And then he screams like, oh my god, yeah, freedom of speech isn't that, but it's like, just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean that you're excluded from TOS, right? You still have to follow that. You don't have freedom of consequences. And that's, I think, causing him issues.
3 Pinky Coo.
Yeah, leave Pinky alone. Plus, he fumbled his relationship with Freeman Pinky, too. I mean, like, I'm not gonna even dive into that, because I don't know. That's not really, like, my business, right? But I will say that he certainly has caused himself a lot of issues, self-inflicted by a lot, so... Sorry, he's trying to move my cup. Yeah, he's self-inflicted himself with a lot of issues. And I just think that all of it was completely avoidable, Harry Potter Puppet House is the best thing ever made. I love that. Harry Potter! Harry Potter! Freedom of speech only protects you from the government. Look, freedom of speech is a wonderful thing, right? But again, you have to really understand that you still have to abide by platforms TOS, and it sure doesn't, give you freedom of consequences as well. So he really did. He messed himself up. He really did. So we're gonna take a look at all that today, chat. I got a lot to talk about. But what I do want to talk about, first off, is this VTuber chat, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. But there was a shirt a while back on topic that said, Harry Potty, it was Harry on the toilet. I love that. Problem with race swap Severus and the books. Yeah, we actually talked about that, Master. Is like, he bullies him about his nose. I want to say he bullies him about being greasy. I don't remember that, but the implications of that is the problem. Or Harry being distrustful because of the way that he looks. That also the implication that is pretty rough. So Well, I feel like that's what Tectone feels like, is the real meaning of freedom of speech, but like that's not it at all, you know? Like that's really not it at all. So anyway, we're gonna dive into it. But first up, I do have a little bit of news outside of this. So I'm gonna talk a little bit of gaming news, a little bit of movie news, and then we'll dive into our main story. So everybody, you know what to type in chat, and let's get started. Here we go, guys. Everybody type news. I don't know if James bullied Snape because of his nose. If he's kind of a shitty dude. I'm pretty sure he said specifically they made like jokes about his nose, if I remember correctly. Again, I reread everything like a couple months ago, but I do need to get back into it and kind of look that up. I'm sure somebody smarter than me has put a whole fucking thing out about it, chat. So probably just look it up. Okay, so I did misremember. All right, chat. So I might kind of cover this, you know, a bit ago, right, with the stuff going on with the Subnautica CEO. Well, chat, it does turn out that even though the Subnautica 2, you know, the recently reinstated CEO, you know, he had like a lot of problems. They basically tried to kick him out. Well, he won in court, and so he's been recently reinstated. Well, turns out, guys, that actually he's had to accuse publisher Crafton of breaking of the court order by deciding the game's release date, something that Gil actually was supposed to have control over. So this does seem like this court problem is not resolved. It looks like we're going to continue to have issues, chat, because here we are. You know, he was actually supposed to decide the release date. That's something that they seem to have taken away from him. So we'll certainly keep you up to date on what's going on with this. But that's kind of a wild thing to come back to after everything that we've already been looking at in this, right? So the court gave CEO Ted Gill control over the game's launch earlier this week. However, of course, Crafton, you know, the publisher just self-servingly chose its release date without permission. So yeah, they're doing everything they can to get out of this bonus phase. Exactly. So I'll keep it up to date, chat, but very, very wild exactly what's going on here. Now, it's been a while since I talked about this, but Rockstar Games has actually been ordered to repay $1,800 to 5 underpaid employees by the UK government. The Grand Theft Auto developer appeared on a list of 389 companies that failed to pay workers minimum wage. You guys might remember that there was a big, you know, firing of a bunch of Rockstar Games employees a few months ago. Well, at least are paying back these underpaid employees, but this doesn't seem to do with anything of the people that were let go. So, seems like Rockstar definitely has some employment issues.
3 things certain in life.
In mass, chat.
Taxes and drama.
That's true. The Rockstar Games, again, guys, in a little bit of hot water here when it comes to their employment. Of course, in other news, guys, Fortnite is now peak. I mean, peak is in Fortnite. Sorry, my bad. Peak is in Fortnite, where you two can play as one of the peak characters. Of course, get your marshmallow and Bing Bong as well. This is cool. I like this. I think this is cool. In other news, I never thought I'd be talking about this ever again, chat. But, you know, here we are. For some fucking reason, I'm having to talk about this. Why the fuck are we talking about multiverses, by the way? This is crazy.
They deserve payment.
Oh, yeah.
How else will they make bail for an off-color tweet?
I do not understand that reference. Paramount is actually reportedly planning to relaunch multiverses after they acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. You guys know there's been a lot of talks between Netflix and Paramount and Warner Brothers. Well, Paramount is thinking of relaunching the game and reportedly also feature characters from Paramount films. Again, I don't know how true this is, chat. I don't know it has actually happened. I don't really think they're going to be able to do anything with multiverses at this point. Multiverses is so dead. The game sucks. Even playability-wise, I just think that this leads to nothing, right, chat? what does this actually accomplish that is a positive? I mean, yeah, I guess we get multiverses back, but would be a game that's dead. Like, you know, I don't really get this, chat. This is just kind of like, nah, who really cares? It's not really that. Yeah, don't give me hope. Now, if they do roll back the game to some of its more original, you know, playability, then yeah, you know, I'd be down for that. But other than that, nah, bro. I fully intend to play that game and they didn't. You know, it was just not good. It was just not good. That was the problem. Yeah, it was just like, so when the game first came out, it was really, really, really good. However, unfortunately, they kind of like fucked it up. They put too many hands in the basket, and it really made it bad. So, anyway, chat, we do have to check in here with Marvel Token, which is actually announced new characters and the Amazing Guardians. So let's take a look, guys. I'm very excited for this new character that they announced. Right up my alley of characters. Yeah, this game looks awesome. I'm super pumped.
Excuse me, this whole tournament thing, destroying the Earth, not a big fan. Huh. There's more where that came from. Alley-oop. Ha! Sorry. You got this, Ms. Marvel.
Bye-bye. Thanks for giving me the chance, Spidey. You're up against the Defender.
Yeah, there's only one character that got announced in here, chap. That's what we really care about. That's what we're here for today.
Equip, Mr.
Yeah, I definitely want to try this out.
Legendary outlaws
On the scene.
rocket boots, kick it, hit, yeah.
Nothing like a barbecue. Let's tag team.
Kapow! Say hi.
Yo, thank you for giving us up to Steampunk Rock. That's right, baby. Penny Parker's here. Yes. I'm so pumped, dude. Penny. I'm so pumped.
Penny? She's from another universe.
Spider and I are.
This is the new Marvel fighting game, Martin Tokum.
You're the Star Guy.
It's Star-Lord.
Come in, Milano.
Bro, I'm so pumped. Fuck yeah, Penny. Let's go.
Your chance to shine, kiddo.
Yeah, she looks so good too.
I'm in orbit, Quill.
She looks fun.
Too easy.
She reminds me of like Marvel vs. Capcom, like Sentinel.
Great power comes a great beatdown.
Together, we can achieve anything.
If Doom doesn't speak in all caps, it'll be a failure. Fair enough. I'm super pumped for this. So, hope you're excited for a little bit of Penny Parker. Let's fucking go. Coming up very, very soon, chat. Very exciting. Also, in other news, guys, I can't believe this isn't already a thing, but apparently they've announced a Minecraft theme park, and that's actually going to be opening up in the UK next year, chat. Minecraft World will be at Chessington World of Adventures and feature rides, mob encounters, and Minecraft food. I'm really surprised this was already a thing. Yeah, already on top of that, chat, Flint and Steel. No, legitimately, Flint and Steel. Yo, what's up, Retro Gamer? Hello, New Year. Been watching a lot of reactions. Haven't got to catch a stream. What's up? How are you? Thank you so much. What have been some of your favorite reactions, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, this looks awesome. So, wait, hold on. I got you, chat. Hold on. Let me find it here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, here it is.
Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel.
Chicken jockey.
This is gonna be great, though. So, I'm excited for this. I certainly want to know more about it. I'll let you know when it opens. Flint and Steel. Decapitation. Also, guys, unfortunately, kind of bad news here. Over with Epic Games. Epic Games has actually laid off over 1,000 employees and announced that 3 Fortnite modes will be going offline permanently.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel, a Rocket Racer, a Fortnite Ballistic, and a Fortnite Festival Battle Stage. Absolutely insane, guys, that we're seeing so many of the... Thanks for the hype train, y'all! Choo! Yeah, unfortunately, guys, it does look like a ton of Epic employees were laid off. So, Elara, why don't you give it to us? Tell us what the fuck is going on with Epic Games right now.
Today we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here again. The downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than we're making, and we have to make major cuts to keep the company funded.
Yeah, that sucks, Evan.
This layoff, together with over $500 million of identified cost savings in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles puts us in
I
a
guess
more
this
stable
Fortnite's been on
place.
the decline, huh?
Some of the challenges we're facing are industry-wide challenges: slower growth, weaker spending, and tougher cost economics, current consoles selling less than last generations, and games competing for time against other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment. And some of our challenges are unique to
Yeah,
Epic.
funny enough, they
Despite
actually did
Fortnite
not blame
remaining
AI
one of
at
the
all.
most successful games in the world,
Yeah, they
we've had
actually
challenges
specifically say
delivering
that.
consistent Fortnite magic with every season. We're only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite for the world's billions of smartphones, and in being the industry's vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle which is only in the early days of paying off for ourselves and all developers. Since it's a thing now,
Yeah, they're like,
I should note
I
that
should
the
know the
layoffs
layoffs are
aren't
not
related to AI.
related to
To
AI.
the extent it improves
So at least they
productivity,
actually say that,
we
right?
want to have as many awesome developers developing great content and tech as we can.
Yeah, they
What we
straight
now
up
need
just
to do is clear,
say
build
right
awesome
there, right?
Fortnite experiences
time,
with fresh
Epic Games
seasonal
laying off
content,
1,000
gameplay,
employees.
story, and live events, accelerate developer tools with greater stability and capability as we evolve from Unreal Engine 5 and UEFN to Unreal Engine 6.
Oh my God,
And
we're
we'll
already
be
in
kicking
Unreal
off the
Engine
next
6?
generation of
I feel
Epic
like we
with
just
huge
finished
launch
Unreal
plans
Engine
towards the
5.
end of
What
the
the
year.
fuck?
This isn't our first
That's
time being
crazy.
here. Epic survived upheavals in 1990s with the move from 2D to 3D with Unreal 1, in the 2000s
Yeah, I feel like
building
not
console
every game
games
is
with
even
Gears
on
of War,
Unreal
and
Engine
in
5 already.
2012 moving to online gaming with Paragon
Yeah,
and
that's nuts.
Fortnite. Each time, we rebuilt our foundations and earned a renewed leadership position. Market conditions
they have
today are
survived
the
for a
most
long time,
extreme
I'll give
we've
them
seen
that.
since those early days, with massive upheaval in the industry
I
accompanied
think
by
it's,
massive opportunity for the
I don't think
companies
it's really
that come
like
out as
them
winners
putting
on
out
the other
Unreal Engine
side.
6. It's just
That's what we're
it's just
aiming
a
to
thing
do
that's
for our
happening, right?
players, and we aim to bring other like-minded developers in the industry along on the journey to build an increasingly open and vibrant future of entertainment together. At Epic, we pride ourselves in only hiring the industry's best, so it is very painful to part with
Yo,
so many
Valkyrie, thank you
talented
for the
people.
5, dude!
The folks
Thank you so
impacted by
much.
the layoffs will receive a severance package that
Let's
includes
go.
at least 4 months of base pay, with more based on tenure.
That's at least
We're
good. That's
also
at least
extending
good.
Epic paid
W
healthcare
for
coverage.
Valkyrie! For example, the USA received paid coverage for 6 months, while also accelerate their stock option vesting through January 2027, and extend equity exercise options for up to 2 years. So, I mean, at least they are putting out some of these paid coverage packages, which is good, but, I mean, 1,000 employees, guys, as a layoff, that's rough. That's absolutely rough. So, thank you so much, Belfry. By the way, chat, if you don't know, in case you missed the pin post, all subs that are 5+, are 35% off because Twitch hates me. On top of that as well, it is worth double time. So thank you so much, Belfry. I appreciate the 5, dude. So that is what's going on, guys, with Epic Games, of course. Kind of crazy, but the character artist at Epic Games that created the iconic Jonesy in Fortnite was actually laid off. Of course, going on to say, well, this is weird. After 11 years, I find that I no longer work at Epic. It's been a wild ride, lots of ups and downs. I think Fortnite from pre-launch to today, and being a part of making what happened, or that happened, was an experience of a lifetime. I mean, that's crazy, guys. This is literally the guy that, like, I mean, imagine, like, Jonesy, right? This is a character that has been seen nationally on billboards, everywhere on the internet. I mean, that's crazy, chat, to be laid off, and it's really unfortunate. So I am wishing them all the best, but just, it's sad, chat. It's literally the face of Fortnite. Of course, in other news, guys, kind of crazy. Nintendo announcing that starting in May 2026, with Yoshi and a Mysterious Foot, new Nintendo published digital titles exclusive to the Switch 2 will have an MSRP that is different from physical versions. So basically what that means, chat, beginning, of course, they're saying Nintendo games offer the same experience, whether in package or digital format. And this change simply reflects the different costs associated with producing and distributing each format. That offers players more choice in how they can buy and play Nintendo games. So basically, my interpretation of this is I think the pricing of digital games is actually going to go down. As always, retail partners set their own prices for physical and digital games. So yeah, it seems like the digital pricing is going to return like it used to, right? Like digital discounts can always be a thing, right? Especially if you're not actually having to purchase any type of physical stuff like a cartridge. There's not the cost involved with that. So I don't understand as to why digital would ever be the same price as physical. So I'm thinking that this is good. The digital pricing is going to adjust to go down. Yeah, now buy our branded memory cards. Exactly, because the game as it isn't even actually on most physical media when it comes to Nintendo products. So, I mean, the way that it's looking, Belfry, the way that it's pointing, yeah, I'm more led to believe that after kind of looking what other people are saying about it. They're a lot smarter than I am. So, yeah, that kind of seems to be the way that it's leading. So, but hopefully I won't have to eat my words in the future. We're going to hope. But that's at least looks how things are heading. And finally, chat, just to wrap up our gaming news. We did get some news here from Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna let this read out, and then I'm gonna tell you what is going on, which is kind of a really interesting
We apologize
problem with
for
Street
any
Fighter
confusion
6,
that
chat.
recent topics regarding Alex's story may
If you know,
have
you
caused.
know.
While we have not changed the characters' backstories after internal review by the development team, we plan to revise certain text passages that may have been misleading in the near future. Additionally,
Yeah,
we have
people are
published a
pissed.
supplementary
Yo,
episode
Whopper,
on
thank you for the
Butler's
5,
boot camp
dude.
to provide further insight into the
Thank you so
characters'
much.
emotions and
Let's
backstories.
go. W Whopper, thank you for the 5, bro. Remember, everything counts double time through the 29th for subs, so thank you so much. So, why is this a problem, chat? Well, there's a big controversy going on with the Street Fighter character, Alex. And the problem is, in this controversy, in this brand new storyline that they created, well, guys, Alex actually married his second cousin, Patricia. Let me say that again. Alex, in the story, married his second cousin, Patricia. So a lot of people are like, what the fuck? Why? Like, yeah, and I mean, I know that's like, well, that's like seem like great-grandparents. I think it's what, second cousin, something like that, but like, I'm just like, why? Like, why did you have to make that part of the lore? Like, just leave it where it is. Like, I mean, yes, and I know some people are like, it's just the second cousin, but other people are also weirded out about that as well, right? So, and of course, people are like, well, yeah, that's strange as fuck. So, anyway, kind of controversy going on with Alex here. I'll leave it to your own personal interpretation of what you think about that. Shadow, thank you for the 5 as well, dude. I appreciate you. Let's fucking go. All right, Chad, I'll tell you what. Let's up the ante a little bit. We are currently 70 subs away from making Tuppy play Elden Ring with us. I'll tell you what, if we hit the sub goal today, chat, I'll, or an Arby's. I mean, what? Who said that? What? I didn't hear anything. Well, who said that? I'm sorry. I think my microphone broke up. Anyway, yeah. Whatever though. I mean, I guess I'll order Arby's. Sorry. I'm choking. Deception. Thank you for the 5. Oh yeah, we're gonna force Tuppy to play Elden Ring. It'll be great. No. I'll buy it for myself.
Please not Arby's. Deception,
thank you for the 5, dude. Thank you so much. I like how my scream, you can hear the unbridled rage in my scream. It's so fucking funny. Thank you guys so much. Well, they are in discount, that's why. In other news as well, guys, Chainsaw Man has concluded. That is right. After 232 chapters, we're gonna be saying goodbye. Damn it, fuck! head exploded. Why would you do this to me? Walk, thank you so much for these 70 gifted subbies.
Brother, this guy stinks!
But why did it play that? I think it was supposed to play this one. Thank you so much, Walk. Let's go. The ride never ends.
You think Nintendo will actually lower digital game prices and resist their greed?
No, of course not. Of course not. Thank you so much, Walk. I appreciate you. Brother Subbies. Fuck. No, that's actually Order Armies. Damn it, bro. Fuck. I'll let you guys pick here in a little bit. God damn it. Shut the fuck up. I didn't even know the J. Jonah Jameson laugh was a fucking thing in here. That's crazy. Thank you so much, guys, for all the gifted subbies. Thank you for all your support. Thank you, Walk, as well. Also, fuck you. Alright, so we should message Stuffy. Hold on. What should we message Stuffy? Yeah, guys, what would she message Stuffy? Let's message her right now. You mean that one? Can you imagine some of that time going away? I would cry. What? It's a good opportunity to bully Tuffy. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna message her. You're doomed. You're doomed. That's all we're gonna say. Yo, Siriu, thank you for the 10 in Borg. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys, seriously. Y'all are incredible. Thank you so much. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna... All I said was, you're doomed. It's a row and a meme. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Siriu. Thank you, Walk. Thank you, Borg. Thank you, everybody who's gifted subs. Make sure you give some love and some claps. Spam the redeem chat. I want to see you go crazy in here. Give a big thank you to everybody who's been super amazing. Thank you all so much, guys. I appreciate you. Let's fucking go. No, that's a skeleton. Doom guy doesn't die. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, you know, Raora, Doom. And everything just dies. Of course, in other news, guys, Wanda with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much as well. Bro, I gotta delete some of my tabs. Y'all are going nuts. That's not what I said to redeem.
Your milk.
Why should I? I hate it.
You're going to be small and stunted forever if you keep using that stupid excuse.
What makes the Alex story worse is that not only is Khan, Alex's trainer, is his first cousin once removed, but Alex held Patricia as a baby.
Oh yeah, that makes that way worse, by the way. That's actually nuts. Thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate all your support for the subathon. Thank you guys so much. We're already at more time than when we started with. Come on, guys. Fuck, I should have never said double time. I should have never said double time for the subs. Holy shit, not yet. I'm about to get into it, Mystic. You didn't really miss a lot. However, guys, another news, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That's right, Fox McCloud is actually officially going to be in the movie, guys. It kind of crazy, right? But it's all true. Fox McCloud is going to be in the fucking movie. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but it's true. Absolutely nuts. So there you go, guys. Very cool. Very cool. And finally, the last thing I want to cover before we actually get into our big stories today is, of course, the new Harry Potter teaser for the TV series that's coming out on HBO Max. Guys, I think it looks pretty solid. I think a lot of the ideas that they have are kind of interesting. Like, for instance, like, they were doing like this design thing where everything's like kind of like very like woodsy and like organic. Like you see these like little like vines kind of sticking out. There's a lot of stuff even on like the Hogwarts badges that almost have this as well. Like it looks like a tree. Even like in like the Great Hall, there's like trees in there. So it's kind of interesting how they are doing all of this whole thing here. Yeah, oh yeah, the trees are right there. So, you know, I don't know yet. I want to give it a chance, but also I don't want to give J.K. Rowling money. So, you know what I mean? Like, I guess we'll have to see how it goes, chat. Yo, what's up? How's it going? First time chatter? Hope you're doing well. Who do we chat? I know that we've talked about a little bit of stuff going on here in the movie scene, a little bit of stuff going on in the gaming scene. But chat, we're actually going to be covering something VTuber related today, which kind of crazy, especially on a Friday, right? Because I know I don't talk VTuber news on a Friday, but chat, this is literally breaking fucking news, and this is so serious, so new. We got to dive into it. We got to talk about it. It's very, very, very crazy, chat. Very crazy. So, let's go take a look at what is going on in this entire situation. And this situation has to do with a creator called Tectone. That is right. So I want to make sure we get this clear again. Tectone, guys. This is their name. So anyway, this one trending. Seems like late last night, early this morning, about a pre-debut VTuber named Tectone. Well, guys, actually admitted to being a sex offender. That is right. So, of course, VTuber Blacklist actually found this out. They were called out, and they are indeed convicted in 2021 of being a registered sex offender, guys. That is right. So we're going to dive into all of it. We're going to take a look. But VTuber Blacklist actually was the one that kind of released this information warning. We asked everyone to be aware of Tectone crimes registered sex offender. Now, guys, their picture is right here. I'm going to do my best not to show these. I don't know. I just feel kind of icky about showing people's pictures. But it's very freely, easy, accessible information, right? Tectone, that is their name, Tectone. So Tectone is a convicted pedophile who was on the registry list. They were sentenced for 3 years for sexual misconduct with a minor. We received the photos confirming Tectone is a sex offender due to the birthmark that is on their face. So again, I'm going to scroll past this, but there are a few more tweets here as well. I'll read to you really quickly. So imagine Twitter is up. Evidence proving this is indeed Tectone, with their post of their laptop and another photo showing a different angle of them, proving the identity based on the birthmark of their face. So, guys, it is indeed this person, right? There's no question about it. It's 100% them. So, going on to say, Tectone tweeting out, again admitting it. Legally, I'm a registered offender. An actual pedophile? No, but angry people don't want to hear my story, and that's okay. I get it. Genuinely, I do get it. And, of course, there is, in Indiana, 2021, April 28th, they were, hit with sexual misconduct with a minor. That is right. So here's their, Discord ID if you need that. You can protect yourself. But holy shit, chat. Holy shit. That is absolutely wild, right? So we actually go and look here. There is a legal document. I want to make sure there's no private information before I read this. Okay, yeah, looks good. So here is the actual sentencing document that this person said in the other space, which, by the way, chat, somebody did record a Twitter space that they took down, which we are going to listen to later, but sentencing document matches what was said in the space as well. 3 years, one suspended for a total of 2 years. That is right. So you can see here, count 1, sexual misconduct with a minor, has intercourse or engages in other sexual conduct. Disgusting. And of course, another one, dissemination of matter harmful to minors. So, total length of sentence 3 years, portion of sentence to be executed 2. And there it all is. So, yeah, absolutely just deplorable behavior, right, chat? So, apparently they took part in a some kind of like Marvel event recently. We have Inamazu going on to say, as the owner of Marvel VT, this deserves a response. Tectone was inside of our tournament we're hosting and name dropped us during their space. They're talking about a Twitter space, right? Which we are going to listen to. We've been in contact with our not so anonymous tipper because Taiga said their name in their space. Taiga in their space did not mention the same story we were told. Their story was consistently changing, and I have a screenshot of the story I was told. I will continue to add to this thread as it goes on, but multiple people gave me red flag about Taiga's behavior as a person before the evidence became clear. So it seems like this person is already kind of questionable, chat, kind of doing shady stuff. on top of these, this conviction that they had, right? So, if anyone has questions, I'll answer them in the comments. Of course, I'm gonna say, he sat me down at a mall when we hung out. We got snacks and told me he was an offender, and I was hanging out with his minor friend when he painted super creepy obsessed with him. They were in Tyga's car in a parking lot alone, and he said a person pulled out a razor and threatened to cut himself if Tyga didn't blank them. Then later, the minor went to the cops to report it. Again, I seriously doubt it because of the track of him admitting to faking stuff manipulation, and there are so many ways this could have been avoided. So, again, kind of some information being shared here by one of the organizers of an event. On top of that, they did drop a Google Docs as well. So let's take a look here. So Tyga is on the sex offenders registry of, well, we know that's Indiana, right? And instead of taking accountability, proceeds to backpedal and call those rumors rather than accepting what they did. Just 2 days ago, chat, they learned about the info with very credible evidence, such as cross photos, Crime Watch profile for the sex offender registry, which you can actually find on the Vtuber blacklist listing. I'm not going to show that, but you can find that very easily, right? And other important details. So here's what they had to say about the meeting where they actually confronted them. So, elara, give it to us. What's up?
The mods and I then held a meeting at 8:11 p.m. and discussed how we would handle
Hey,
the
Wolfman.
situation. We were going to ban him no matter what happens, but we wanted to discuss how we handle other relevant scenarios, such as his response, do we talk to him about it, etc. We then decided we would do the following: before following any actions, we would reach out to the person who gave us the info and see if they're comfortable with the following actions we were going to take. 1. Immediately we would ban Tyga, and give him a full professional reason, by saying that he has been involved in criminal activity, inappropriate interactions with a minor.
Alright, what up?
2. He was a team captain in our Marvel Rivals tournament, so we messaged his team members saying one of their members has violated community guidelines and will not be able to participate in the tournament. 3. We then planned to wait a few days to buffer and see if Tyga reacts in any way, and react accordingly. After almost an hour of discussion, we then proceeded with the ban.
So of course this is I'm actually posting, hey, Tyga, this message is informing you've been removed from the server to a violation of our community guidelines. Reason for removal, and says offenses against a person, sex crime, sexual misconduct with a minor. After thorough investigation of these findings, we have made a decision to remove you from the server. We aim to maintain a respectful and safe environment for all members. Any records were found to be inconsistent with these standards. Please note that further attempt to rejoin the server without permission may result in additional action. You can appeal it, etc. Thank you for your understanding. The moderation team. So let's go take a look here because apparently he was live while he was giving this message. So let's see
March
his reaction
25th,
as well.
26, 9:34 p.m. He was live at the time we gave him this message, and during the stream he stayed on the BRB screen for about 15 minutes before returning. When he returned, he proceeded to say he would delete the VOD. 6:30, admits going to delete the VOD and says these are rumors. We were sent information that they are on the sex offender list and have all the required info on them to know that these are not just rumors as Tyga claims.
Yeah, that's not just a rumor if you're on the list,
admits
right?
this has happened before, which confirms that these aren't just
Yeah,
rumors.
that's not just a rumor. At that point, you're on the
Correction,
list.
They were convicted April 28, 2021, and are currently 27, which would make them at least 21 or over at the age of conviction.
So let's go take a look here at this VOD, which was deleted, right? So, I'm we'll see what that to say.
Like literally the same day I put the icon on. Funny enough.
That's funny. I do like it that it's animated still.
On your stream it.
Yeah, holy quiet, by the way, Chad. This is the loudest I can possibly make it, so I apologize, but this is all we got.
But in Discord not anymore. My
I actually
Nitro
never
is
noticed.
gone. Yeah. I think I have enough, or I just don't want to pay for Nitro anymore. I just don't feel like it. I used to pay for so long for it. But then I don't know. I just never.
I need that red
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it.
I can never stop paying for it. They got me.
I will.
Wait, I do have the red icon.
Oh, the
I
nitro
literally just
ruby.
got it like 9 days ago or something.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Wait, sorry. I need the.
Why should I care about a guy who asked if I could date him within the first day of meeting him anyways? Oh well. Oh well. Sorry, I'm just going through something. RQ.
And sorry I'm so quiet, chat. I'm genuinely just listening for them to say something about it. Nah, don't be petty, Captain. Don't be petty.
Make way for the King of Thieves.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just looked over. Because I messaged Shuppy on Discord, and she just said, "It's Elden Ring, isn't it?" Oh my god. I'm just gonna reply smiley face. Oh my god. And she had like the sweet Neptune gift with Mrs. Oh my god. Alright, let's keep going.
If someone talks in game like that, and they're like, "Oh, they have a Bucky name," I'm fine to ban them like that. It's fine by me.
What?
Ban Bucky. I
Wait,
trust.
why?
Apparently, they have the enemy team has a crazy Bucky main. So that's fine by me.
I feel like every time people say that, it's like they're actually just cracked on like multiple characters, and they just assume that's like one of them. But
I've not heard anything, by the way, chat. I'm really listening deeply to see where this is coming from. I hear nothing right now. Yeah, exactly. Dragon, we'll get into that soon. We're talking about a VTuber that was outed as a pedophile.
Oh, good heavens.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not.
Oh yeah, he's always in trouble, it seems like, at least lately.
Man.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess.
They're both animated
Wait.
folks. That's actually hilarious.
Dude, wait.
I am Loki, god of
Aura.
mischief.
I mean, we don't need the third DPS.
Nah, there's no timestamp. They just dropped They just dropped this right here.
This person. Yeah, this
Even
person.
when the multiverse is in danger.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Ah, my dear sweet Susan Storm.
It's Richards, Namor, as you are well aware.
Perhaps the two of us have been brought together here for a greater.
Oh my god, the fucking this is fantastic, and Namor dialogue is fucking nuts. Namor is such like a fucking like gooner.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
It seems Hydra. What horrors has
Okay.
Or
I mean,
doing something.
I didn't mean for a penny, but I guess it's a thing. Technically.
I'm gonna start trying to fast forward just a little bit, see if we can find a chat.
I just saw the Iron Fist
I'll
slowly
call
walk.
you. Actually, I'll call you with Belivar there.
up top.
My stomach.
Yep. Behind us too.
I'll be okay.
Somebody in chat says, are you okay, Tyga? He seems off.
I don't know. Iron Fist behind. I mean, they can stay up there. I'm already blocking him.
Ow.
Be careful, though, Hawker. I mean, there's no reason for us to peek.
Don't play up here.
This VOD. The TLDR is.
Oh, here we go,
I
chat.
like, I'm gonna.
Alright, here we go. Finally.
I guess because like I'm gonna delete this VOD. The TLDR is basically there's someone that dislikes me, that has been spreading really nasty things about me, and it gets me kicked out of like Discord servers and stuff.
I mean, but it's the truth. Like, it's you are convicted on a list. It's just the truth.
Because of these nasty accusations. I'm gonna delete this VOD, but
I don't think it's really accusations anymore, right? I think that I don't think it's accusations anymore, right, chat? I think that it is you're actually been convicted, right? Like we're past that, right? Is that the real voice or are they using a voice changer? I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. Hello, I posted some stuff in the tag in the Discord. That trailer is already posted, and you gotta better make sure. Let me go through my coverage, Cafe, and I'll let you know, okay? I'll let you know. Let me go through. I did get a lot this morning, so, but yeah, this isn't just accusations at this point, right? You're on a list, so
it's like
you're convicted.
It's like really nasty.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And it's not nasty in like a that's gross. It's nasty in a like a vile, you should kill yourself sort of way.
We didn't ask to be heroes, but we always answer the call.
I'm counting on you, friends. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
And so
Have you made your decision yet, Namor?
it's happened to Odie like
Stand with Krakoa.
this is like I think this is the second time.
I mean, like they actually serve time. Wait a second. So, yeah, I mean, look at this, right? Like totaling this sentence, they served 2 years, right? But, I mean, like you serve time for this. This isn't just like a soft alleged like thing. Like you actually are in trouble, you know?
The second time it's happened since the new year.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brie cheese. I love brie
If people
cheese.
just didn't believe everything they were told, you know, we could have like an adult discussion about it.
But like what? What is there to be an adult discuss, right? Like you were convicted of the stuff you're on a list. Like I don't understand what there is to like listen to or like have a discussion about. Like you went to jail for 2 years over
You're
this.
like, hey, why do you think this to be true? But no one ever does. It's just, oh, we heard this, and after investigation, we've deemed this true. So, kill yourself.
After investigation, we deemed this true because it is true. It's right there. What do you mean? Oh, we deemed it true. What, you mean the actual truth?
I'm sure.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, we run away. Both of you dead.
Yeah, 2 years is not like just a soft sentence, you know?
The crazy
Like,
thing is, I think it's someone from when I was like a 17-year-old because this same thing happened when I was just a cosplayer. Exact same.
yeah, no,
thing.
this is in regards to you being an adult interacting with a minor, right? So,
like when I was just a cosplayer,
completely
no,
different.
Like, online creation at all. When I was a kid.
It's really funny that you make he's about to be born again because the very first thing that I think of as he plays Marvel Rivals is Adam Warlock literally going, "Born again!" That's fucking wild, dude. The choice of your words were absolutely insane on that. I want you to know.
Like that. Like, I don't know, there's just someone out there who genuinely wants me to kill myself, and I honestly, I wish they'd just say that.
But nobody wants you. Nobody is saying that, but they're calling you out for something very horribly heinous that you've done and protecting their Discord server. You know what I mean? Like, you are a convicted individual of something that is absolutely atrocious and horrible. There is no forgiveness for what you have done. People do not want you around in their space, and rightfully so.
But I guess the best way to target me is removing me from all my friends and things that I enjoy. So.
Yes, because you committed an atrocious act that you shouldn't get to enjoy things that you want to do because you interacted inappropriately with a fucking mother. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god. No accountability at all
Well, they
here.
are fighting pretty heavy.
Feeling fantastic. Moon Knight's Ankh, I presume? Destroyed that Ankh.
Holy, so much damage. Oh my.
I am badly harmed. Clearly you needed some help.
Nice.
You got them all! Of hell are beyond counting. Enemies. Perfect.
I mean, here's the thing, chat, as well. Let's see, like, hypothetically, right? Somebody in chat wants to be like, oh, well, you know, we don't, maybe something happened, or there was like this and that about the story, right? Guys, he was already convicted. Somebody in the court system did their job, went through the process. You would have to fight the court system about that, because guess what? He's already convicted. So, like, you can't be like, well, you know, the accusation is, or maybe that. Like, no, he was convicted, chat. You're way past that point, you know?
But
I
like,
don't think a
wish
good
this
faith
was
argument can be
something
made
like,
there.
oh, you stole this person's art, or you used to use AI, or, you know, anything that's like, or like, you manipulated someone, like, you know?
Yeah, I don't think there's any generosity
person, like,
to be given, Captain.
They've picked the worst thing in the book, and it's the easiest one to believe without even asking.
But
Like,
it's
not a shut it down.
It's fucking true. I'm losing it, dude.
Really.
Oh, good heavens.
Crashing
Oh,
out.
there you go.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Thought you wouldn't see me again?
So
I
think
love
of the
the
most
worst
vile, disgusting thing someone could be ostracized and hated for.
Oh, okay. That's
Fire mode!
Oh,
This is
okay.
nothing from small.
Okay, well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, unless there is like, unless there's something that comes out and clears them of that stuff, we have to rely on what is done by the court. It's like the Tectone stuff, right? It's like, well, the court said this is what happened to Tectone, right? So like, you have to go by what the court decided. Everybody's like huffing copium bowl. Oh, it was, this judge was bad, and oh, you know, this county is super lenient on this. No, the court decided, the hearing decided it was this. Why are you trying to fight the legal system just because you as an individual feel otherwise? I'm sorry, that's what they decided. That's what it is. Like, that is what is concreted in stone. Your opinion is not. The ruling is finalized, right? Argument's over at that point.
Man did, baby. True. No, we didn't.
Oh, he swapped to the last section. Oh no, we just didn't have an Iron Man. What is that?
Never had
Again, if they were convicted, it's over. It's done. Like, chat, if you actually go and look at this person right now, again, I'm not going to show this on stream live because I don't really like to show people's, like, faces or stuff like that. But, you know, look into this, right? You can go and look up this guy on the list. All right, the problem with the Tectone issue that the judge had been forced by the state to be recused for similar DV cases in the past. Give a link. Well, okay. Even if that's the case, Alexia, right? Which I haven't heard anything about that. If that's the case, please send that my way. I'm more than happy to look at that. Nonetheless, he was still convicted, or not convicted, I'm sorry. He was still given the 10-year order, which is not the normal order as well anyway, right? So, it's a step above what's normally served, so.
You know, I get like 30 plus every single game, and then I lose like 10. So.
Yeah, Scarlett, it is going to be a very, very deep conversation. My ex-girlfriend.
You can send it in my Discord under.
All my past partners have. Actually, my ex-girlfriend was there when it
non-Vtuber
fucking
news
went
stories.
down. God bless her.
Yeah,
soul.
I'm not here to get into the whole Tectone thing because I would like to link for myself, right? Because I do want to see it, but you know, I'm not here to discuss the whole Tectone thing again because we've already spent like 2 streams on that.
Anyways, I want to write out to someone. Codex is still streaming.
Yeah, and also, like, looking at Tectone's actions recently, which we are going to talk about, he's really made his situation a lot worse. He actually pretty much just directly violated his, what's the right word for this? He violated his, the order, right?
So we're rating out to #1 baby girl, Codex. What geek you streaming?
Yeah, court order, protective order.
Right,
I think it'd be protective order would be the right word. No, we did not get arrested, but I'll show you something really quick, and you can tell me what you think about it after we talk about the story. Yeah, we're getting off topic. Let's focus on Tectone. We'll get to Tectone soon.
Alright. We're gonna start the raid. We're gonna go over to Codex, who is playing fucking World of Warcraft. I know, guys. World of Warcraft. It's WoW. But, we're gonna read it out to her. And...
Yeah, there's only about 30 seconds left. Again, I don't know if they're gonna mention anything, like,
thank you, as always, for coming
worthwhile, but I think basically this clip shows that they don't take any accountability,
I don't know
right?
if there'll be any other streams this week, but I will keep you updated. I will catch y'all later. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, chat. You can clearly see they have no actual accountability here. They keep saying it's like, oh, it's alleged, it's rumors, nobody checks, but this is not the case at all, right? So then, of course, he proceeds to make his socials private, fake posting about us as well as through a fib, which I don't believe an innocent person would do. Again, take that however you want, but Tectone goes on to say, wish I could speak out about how the owner of a Discord server I left was a creep and kept asking me on BC what was in my pants. I have a bunch of friends who can vouch, but I shouldn't for my own sanity. Maybe I'll go insane. We'll talk about it on stream tonight. I don't know if that's actually true because I don't think there's any proof for that. But no, I'm not a fucking coward. I'm too old to be hiding. Fuck you, B. I hope you're happy and it's been a single day thinking of you. But apparently you're so obsessed with me you can't share the same space. I'll sit back and watch. So this is kind of where this part of the story ends for them. But wait, chat, there's more because allegedly they went into a Twitter space to explain themselves. Finico goes on to say, listen to his space, and this is all he had to say. Blame the minor. That he was set up, unalive baiting, blamed his undiagnosed BPD and autism, doxed where him and his parents live, made a bunch of excuses and said what he did to the minor. I recorded everything that he said. Let's continue here. You know, again, he goes on to admit it right here. Legally, I'm a registered offender and actual pedophile now, but of course, Software Whiskers goes on to say, blind me if you're a friend with this disgusting creature. I don't want any pedo sympathizers near me. Using mental illness as an excuse for your sick, perverse behavior. Get out of here. What a night, my God. Tectone, delete your account. You freak. Of course, other people are kind of adding to this as well. I believe Misa Soup also tweeting out TLDR says the minor was unalive beating them in distinct friends. They believe their autism and undiagnosed bipolar disorder, that they were framed by the minor, that their friends they weren't liked by, that they couldn't afford a lawyer and had to plead guilty. Claims there were apparently no solid evidence. You can see now, actually, from when we started reporting to now, this person is completely privated everything. Originally, they took down the post. Now their profile is just completely private at this point. So, of course, they go on to admit, I'm going to read this because I don't want to show their face much. But yeah, let me read this. So, Tectone admits to me publicly that he's convicted pedophile. I went live to 200 plus people, which was in this, live, right? Where he victim blamed his victim and said, my lawyers can think of a defense for me. So I said, I'm guilty. Apparently his lawyers, which, number one, he said he couldn't afford a lawyer, but then now his lawyers can think of a defense? Maybe because you were guilty, bro. But they said because he couldn't think of a defense for me, so I just said, I'm guilty. He's now deleting evidence. And And of course, he started a space here that says, space started now, let's talk. I can show you this part. He goes on to say, like, y'all, I'm taking all the phone calls again right now. I get it, I'm gonna make a space as soon as I'm done with this call. Yes, I see the post. Yes, I know who sent the tip in. You guys generally can, or can't believe whatever you want, seriously. But if you want the true story, I can tell it. I told her the person who took the picture in confidence when I believe she was my friend. Of course, Tectone goes on to answer Wildheart, saying, yeah, I'm willing to talk about it if you're willing to listen. I've told different people today because I had a feeling Nabelli would do this. Are you saying it's true that you're a registered sex offender? On paper, it's true, but the story of how it happened is one that is filled with lies and revenge. I know the truth, and I know who I am, but your choice to hear me out or not. Yeah, I mean, public defenders are normally less than stellar, right? But regardless, right? Like, you've been convicted of this, right? Like, I mean, it's a done deal at that point, right? What is left to be said at this point? It feels like they've also misrepresented a lot of the information as well. Looking at the live, I think it was very important because you see how they constantly kind of like cope with it. Or they were like, oh yeah, it's a rumor, this and that, you know? No, this, you said a couple different things in a couple different ways now. I'm very much less willing to believe anything you have to say at this point, as if I didn't already. Of course, Leon says, you literally said at the beginning of the space that you called into work. There's a whole bunch of lies to your account to leave. Tectone says, my friends are telling me doing a Twitter space was the worst option. I didn't know what to do. My ex-girlfriend is worried about me and telling me she thinks I need to take a step back from the internet. I'm on the phone with my mother and she's begging me to delete this account. I'm tired. I have to go to work tomorrow because I work an important job. Well, apparently they called into work, but maybe they're right. Maybe it's time to delete the account. I should listen to her. I always did listen to her, man. So public defenders are less than stellar, but this person constantly changed their story. Leads me to believe that isn't the case. Exactly. I'm very much less likely to listen or believe what you have to say because you constantly keep, I don't know, changing the narrative, right? So, of course, Finico says Tectone deleted all his tweets about this situation in the space. I recorded everything he said in the space. You cannot run from every time, and you're genuinely a disgusting person. So, chat, the call is actually available. You can literally go and listen to this entire call, right? But we've already read this one here. Somebody said, like, yeah, are you registered? He said, legally, I'm registered, etc. Right? So I don't want to. I'm a little hesitant to try to listen to these because allegedly he doxed his location with his parents. What I don't know if I actually want to listen to it because of that reason. I might be able to catch it, but I'm a little. I don't know. I don't think I will listen to it live just because of that reason, chat. And I don't want somebody to, you know, obviously I don't want to contribute in somebody getting doxxed, right? I don't think that's the right thing to do. So, if you want to, guys, I will tell you, Finico is actually the one that has grabbed this whole space call. And to be honest, the space call is not even that important in the grand scheme of things, right? I mean, it's important because they, you know, said a few things that were like, alleged here. Let me find that tweet. Here it is on the TLDR, right? So, again, if you want to go and look, right here, Finico actually did record the call. So if you want to go and find out Finico's account, you can go and listen to the whole thing. But, wow, absolutely crazy. When I am able to listen to it, chat, if I'm able to kind of like bleep that part out or something, maybe we'll take a look at that on Sunday. But, very wild, chat, very wild. So, what's your thoughts? What do you think about this VTuber today, chat? I mean, I don't think there's much to say. Absolutely deplorable. You know, like what is there to add? I mean, they see it's like the system failing them, right? But then why would you change your story so many times, and why would you be like, oh yeah, no, well, it's just a rumor when it's not just a rumor. Oh, this proof is made up. It's not just made up, it's right there. Like, you know? Let's just say that they won. Let's just say that I want. What I want to say about them is against two of us. Crazy how much more and how many people enter the VTuber space like this. Well, the issue specter is because the anonymity. Really shitty people can do that kind of stuff, right? So, Yeah, rumors can be proven. We can look your ass up on a website. You're literally on the list, chat. So, um, there it is, guys. Who do we? I want to let you know about it. Be careful out there. I will let you know about this calm. I'll take a listen to it. Oh wow, so many people are listening to it right now. 601 open, so quite a lot, right? So definitely, take a look at that. I'll follow up with you guys on Sunday. Maybe we'll take a listen to it. If it's not too long, I can highlight it for you or bleep the parts out. But I just don't want to play something that could dock somebody that his parents didn't do anything. So again, very very crazy situation. So, but there you go, chat. That's what's going on with Tectone. I'll give you a follow up on Sunday. We'll talk about it more. So wild stuff. So guys, let's get down to a little bit of content creator news. And I do want to talk about a little bit of sad news, actually. The creator of OnlyFans, Leonid, actually passed away at the age of 43. Now, I know you're thinking OnlyFans, you're thinking of like kind of... But that wasn't what OnlyFans was created for originally as well, right? OnlyFans was a place for, again, just, creating secondary content, kind of like Patreon, offering some cool stuff. So... yes, it did eventually become a platform full of, but very young, 43 years old. So, wish his family the best. At least some better news, guys. Queso actually achieving 10 million subs, guys. Getting that big play button. Congratulations to Queso on the 10 million. That is fucking nuts, dude. So deserved. He's so fucking funny. Of course, in other news, guys, Ticketmaster getting exposed. Or better yet, Live Nation, actually. Well, apparently, guys, there were some executives. Why am I tiny? Apparently, there were some executives who were actually bragging about overcharging fans. That is right. They're actually in a record here saying, "Oh, we're robbing them blind, baby. That's how we do it." That is right, guys. Coming from these two people right here, the Live Nation CEO, Michael Rapino, actually slammed those executives. Going on to say that bragged about it. It's disgusting and it's not the way that we operate, which I agree with that. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Not my kid in high flag. Yeah, Ticketmaster sucks. I agree with you. Also, kind of a strange moment here for Mr. Beast recently, chat, that we're going to discuss really quickly. Well, a YouTuber made a video titled Mr. Beast is boring now. 2 days of the video being up, Mr. Beast actually responded to this chat. Literally, this YouTuber with 1,000 subs goes on to say, again, in this video, Mr. Beast actually responded saying, "I've been feeling the same way. Follow you on Twitter and love to help you. And I would love to have you help me get back to the boys. Content with more originality has been my priority for the year and something I'm already trying to fix. Maybe you can help inspire me." I think that's really cool. So, I know Mr. Beast has kind of mired in controversy within recent years, but I think this is actually really cool. How to kind of reach out to smaller creators, kind of, if you're getting criticized, being like, you know what, maybe you can help me, right? So, I think that's actually really cool. Of course, in other news, guys, raise your hand if you are a rugby fan. Well, Twitch streamer Florian actually says he secured the rights to stream rugby matches for free. He paid a 5-figure sum to show premiership rugby games on his channel, Janu Sports. So, if you're, oh, thank God, I'm back to my regular, normal height, chat. My Lord accurate height. That is right. You can go check that out. That's kind of cool. I'm not a rugby fan or anything, but that is cool. Hey guys, quick question. Who here likes chocolate? I love chocolate. And I love my Milka bars. Milka bars are my absolute favorite chocolate bar. Does anybody have like a favorite chocolate bar? Yeah, what kind do you eat? I swear if you say Feastables, I'm gonna punch you. So, well guys, unfortunately, there's been a lot of issues going on with Hershey's. That is right. So we have a creator here actually going on to show that Hershey's has been, well, they've been skimping big time. That's right. Hershey's actually made major changes to their formula, allegedly, replacing cocoa butter with vegetable oils like palm oil, shea oil, and sunflower oil. Now, I just want you to look at this, right, chat? Look at how this is.
It's supposed to look like this.
Why is it so like elasticy?
Yeah, why is it like fucking like
I'm gonna
floppy?
bend
Like
it.
it's like a floppy
Look at that. It's like
pee-pee.
slime. This is real
Ew.
chocolate. No, this is fake real chocolate, bro. It's like poop, bruh.
Nah,
This is
Feastables has always been
literally
better than Hershey's.
like slime, bro. Look, I'm literally peeling it.
It looks like somebody's just like waving their
Guys, I
fucking
don't
dick
think
around. Like
chocolate's
this is
supposed to look like this.
disgusting. So I don't know what's going on with Hershey's, guys, but huge L over on the Hershey side, chat. Yeah, I highly recommend you don't buy that stuff. That's disgusting. And other news as well, guys, we also got to talk about, well, we were talking about Harry Potter earlier, right? Well, the actor for Snape in the new Harry Potter series has actually been receiving death threats. That is right. I've been told quit or I'll murder you. The reality is, if I take a look at Instagram, I'll see somebody saying, I'm going to come to your house and unalive you. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be murdered. That could age badly. But while I hope I'll be okay, nobody should have to encounter this for doing a job. Many people put their lives on the line and to work. I'm playing a wizard in Harry Potter, and I'd be lying if I said it doesn't affect me emotionally. Guys, you may not like this guy playing Snape. You may not like the choice, but that doesn't mean you need to threaten their lives, chat. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I do feel really bad for them, that it is affecting them as well. So I'll only let you know that's going on, but what the hell, guys? What the hell? In other news, guys, we also got to talk about Michael Keaton recently. Michael Keaton actually recently had a commencement speech at Kent State. And, you know, he had some very wise words for all of the people at Kent State University. So take a listen, guys.
I've got one more thing to say, and it'll only take me a second. I've got 2 words that I want you all to remember. They're very important. And if I leave you with anything, I'm going to leave you with these 2 words. And those 2 words are, I'm Batman.
I love him. He has aged really well. He really has. I'm Batman. Imagine like waiting for like this like life-changing information. It's just like, I'm Batman. I love them. Had to be those 2 words, right? Of course, also, guys, you remember we covered Mr. Afro last week. You remember this guy, of course, who won his big court case. A huge kind of win for freedom of speech, making all those funny songs about the police officers. So Afroman did end up winning his court case. Well, turns out, guys, that Taste of Belgium announced it will host a lemon pound cake waffle day at its Rookwood and a Banks location on March 25th, and it will offer free waffles in honor of Afroman's trial win. That's right. They're literally giving out lemon pound cake waffle day for this guy. I love it so much. Story about Afroman. Basically, these cops broke down his door looking for something that wasn't there. He didn't actually do anything. And so when he recorded the police, because he had cameras, the police were kind of like being like assholes. So he decided to make funny music about them and make fun of them. The cops ended up suing him, but Afroman won because he was well within his free speech to, make fun of them in these songs, right? So it's quite a very interesting case. You should look at it. Yeah, very, very cool. In other news as well, guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but apparently this guy teleported. That's right. A FEMA director says he was teleported 50 miles to a Waffle House. He described the bizarre experience as real and no fun. I went and took a look at this article here because I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? But, he oversees federal disasters, and he's over FEMA, right? Well, he did go on to say that he had been teleported.
We had a teleport
kind of crazy
incident, 2 of them, and I ended up at a Waffle House like 50 miles away from where I was.
That man who is, talking about teleporting to a Waffle House is Greg Phillips, and he now holds one of the most important jobs at FEMA, overseeing the Office of Response and Recovery.
It was an incredibly frightening moment to experience
How do you
yourself
magically
in
get
your
teleported?
car flying through the air. But I tell you, teleporting is no fun.
Phillips is a far-right activist, and he now helps determine how the government...
Wait, so you're in charge of a huge part of FEMA, and you're talking about your car flying through the air and teleporting? This is who is in charge.
...responds when disaster strikes, coordinating billions of dollars in search and rescue operations and emergency aid. He was appointed to this position in December, and a CNN K-File review of Phillips' podcast and social media history found a long record of extraordinary personal claims.
We then tracked down what we felt like were 3 million non-citizen voters.
Election fraud, conspiracy theories, and violent rhetoric towards public officials.
You said we know that 3 million illegally voted. Do you have the proof?
Yes.
Will you provide it?
Yes.
Can I have it?
No.
In January 2025, after Trump took office,
I'm gonna stop here because I don't really give a shit about his political rhetoric. I just think it's kind of crazy that this dude is like, yeah, so I'm in FEMA, you know, I'm a director, and also I fucking teleported. What? What? The world we live in, Chad, I swear to God. I swear to God, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to add to this, chat? What the fuck do you want me to add to this? You know what's even crazier though, chat? It's been a bit, but because of where this happened, that's right, guys, Justin Timberlake's body cam footage has finally been released, guys. It's been almost 2 years, and it's finally out, guys, after his 2024 DWI arrest. Let's take a look.
What are you doing? I'm on the world tour.
These are the moments global superstar Justin Timberlake did not want the
He
world
was trying
to see.
so hard to get this not released.
You're keep veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Body cam footage from Timberlake's June 2024 DWI
I forgot about
arrest
it too until
shows
this came
officers
out.
approaching his vehicle just after midnight in the affluent beachside town of Sag Harbor, New York.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
The singer seen stumbling, slurring his words, and struggling to complete a series of field sobriety tests.
Put your left foot on the line. Yep. You're gonna have your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
And then just walk. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's struggling. He's done.
Ready? I'm a little nervous. By the way, these are like...
I guess, chat, you can see his footsteps are not in sync with each other.
These are like really hard
Got him.
tests.
Timberlake arrested for suspicion of driving while
Come on,
intoxicated.
that was funny. That was funny.
A woman
Come
and a
on,
parent friend
chat.
of Timberlake's tries to intervene.
Can you guys please just do me a
Damn
favor
it.
because you loved Bye 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 or like Sexy Back? Like, do me one favor.
More footage shows Timberlake cuffed to a table at the police
Um,
station before being taken
Yeah,
to
you
a cell.
look. Driving under the influence is unacceptable. I'm sorry, like
Because you loved
that.
Bye
You
Bye
just
Bye
you can't
or
do that.
Sexy Back. Like, do me one favor.
More footage shows Timberlake cuffed to a table at the police station before being taken to a cell.
30 all night? It might not be this one, you might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
Wow, man.
Earlier this month, Timberlake sued the village of Sag Harbor, trying to block
Oh,
this
wow.
video's release. But both sides came to a settlement to allow portions of what happened that night to be made public.
Portions, okay. What was in this that he did not want shown?
Follow my friends home.
In 2024, Timberlake pleaded guilty to driving
Yeah, just
while
call a
impaired,
fucking Uber,
saying
bro.
this outside of court.
This is a mistake that I made, but I'm hoping that whoever's watching listening
DWI.
right now can learn from this mistake.
Justin Timberlake was ordered to pay a $500 fine and ordered
That's
to do
it?
25 hours of community service for a charity of his choosing. Tom?
We thank you for...
Crazy, man. So anyway, there's the body footage. He was trying so hard to get squashed for some reason. I don't know why, but there it is, chat. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. In other news, guys, kind of a weird court case here, but Instagram and YouTube actually found liable for a woman's social media addiction. The underlying commentary on this is absolutely nuts, by the way. I'm not even going to get into social media addiction, but they actually ended up having to pay her $3 million combined. Holy shit, dude. That's nuts. I mean, if you think about how social media operates, and the way that they do a lot of stuff as well, I'm not surprised that this is only the first time. Yeah, I'm not surprised this is only the first time. Absolutely nuts. I mean, she must have had some really good proof to back that up, right? In other news as well, guys, a Depop seller has gone viral for using a cardboard cutout of Moist Critical to sell items. That is right. So they use this cutout here of Moist Critical, pinning the shirts and other items to it to sell online. I love this. I really hope that Charlie like replies to this, because this is really fucking funny. I love little stuff like this. It makes my heart like happy. You know what else makes our heart happy, chat? Stephen Colbert. That is right, Stephen Colbert actually now going to write the new Lord of the Rings film after the end of the Late Show. You guys know we talked about the end of the Late Show coming up. Well, that is right. He is a huge Tolkien and Lord of the Rings fan. Well, it turns out he is going to be actually writing, you know, Shadow of the Past. And this is a new Peter Jackson produced film based on the unadapted chapters of the Fellowship of the Ring. So, I honestly, I'm going to be real, chat. He's a perfect fit for this. He is legitimately a huge Tolkien fan. If I remember right, he has a lot of access to a lot of like lore stuff the general public doesn't have access to as well. So I'm pretty excited about this, but anyway, there you go, chat. Very cool. As far as like the actual Lord of the Rings, a new trilogy being made, I'm not gonna comment on that, but you know, at least it seems like it's in good hands, right? So, what's up, Jesus? How are you? So, chat, let's talk for a moment here about some things going on here. Yeah, kind of crazy, guys. So, I want to talk for a moment about what recently happened here with a Kick streamer, and they're actually banned and arrested, chat. That is right. Clavicler. Where's it? Clavy has been banned on Kick after shooting a dead alligator on stream and being arrested in Fort Lauderdale on a misdemeanor assault charge. That is right, guys. This guy decided, I'm going to shoot a dead alligator for no reason whatsoever, just because I can. And yeah, by the way, I'm gonna get arrested for that. You dumb idiot. This is blurred stuff, so it's okay.
Sure.
I'll show it to you, but here's the clip. Why? What? Why?
Yo!
Why?
Hey, I think it's dead. Oh, shit. I can't hear shit. What do you mean? Yeah, it's definitely dead. Sure.
Again, this was all live stream as well. Just absolutely ridiculous, right, chat? You could have hurt somebody. Something really, really bad could have happened, right? So, of course, you know, actual justice was served here. They were arrested and banned on Kick. That is right. Oh no, they had to cancel their marathon too, chat. Oh no. Oh no, darn. How sad.
Something happened. We're gonna have to end the marathon. So we'll be back. I don't know when we're gonna restart, but troll. All right.
Yeah, I can't wait to add Florida man gets arrested for shooting dead alligator.
Chat, like I'm not trolling. Like we have to end the marathon.
I mean, is anybody here surprised by this at all? Like actually, you could have hurt somebody, dude. You don't know who's out there sometimes. Like you cannot just unload a fucking firearm wherever you want. Of course, he was actually charged, and he did actually receive a battery charge. Of course, his bond was $1,000, and there it is, chat. Yeah, but that's actually a felony in Florida. That's very true. I think that's actually, let me go back and look. Yeah, this is a felony in Florida. Arrests have been made before, and people are investigating it, and ultimately he did, you know, receive a battery charge. He was arrested, so dumb, so dumb. Hi, VP, how are you, cutie? Yeah, absolutely deserved L here, so, I mean, again, why are you gonna do that? What's the point in that, you know? This weird, stupid behavior that makes absolutely no sense, chat. Absolutely no sense. Speaking of things that don't make sense, chat, we also gotta talk about something really, really sad. So I want to take a moment here just to kind of warn you this is a bit of a really sad story, okay? But unfortunately, guys, there's a female staff member that was working at the Pokemon Center here in Ibukuro, Tokyo. The attacker then went on to stab himself. Local media reported that both the victim and the assailant have died, and that does seem to be true here. I will play the clip for you. Here we go, guys. Yeah, that's what I read as well. I have a little bit more to share with you about this too. Hey, what's up, Kitty? How are you? Ibukuro? Got you. Ibukuro. Yeah, absolutely awful. Again, at the innocent place, I mean, everywhere is innocent, right? But especially in a shopping center like this, but at the Pokemon Center too. I mean, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Sealant went on to stab an employee and then stabbed himself. Yeah, absolutely so sad. Broad daylight in a shopping center. So there is the only kind of footage that's been out, chat. There really hasn't been a lot of footage at all, really, which is probably for the best. But of course, they have actually decided to close down temporarily for obvious reasons here. I don't think I need to really give you the details on that, but it does turn out that this shop employee was killed in the knife attack, which is just really, really horrible. Again, again, let's go take a look here as soon as this stupid ad is over. But a female employee at Pokemon merchandise shop was stabbed to death in Tokyo Commercial Complex on Thursday, and the suspected assailant also died after stabbing himself, shocking shoppers during children's spring break in Japan, chat. So, a woman in her 20s was stabbed in her neck at 7 p.m. in a shopping mall, but the man also in his 20s. The Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department said both were pronounced at the hospital within 8 hours. So this did result in both of them losing their lives. On top of that as well, guys, according to the news here, the police confirmed both the victim and the perp passed away. And the perp was actually a stalker who's even got a restraining order against him. And he was so persistent that police even had regular check-ins with the victim. That's so sad, guys. As somebody who has suffered from a stalker as well, I cannot imagine it ending like that, you know. So absolutely horrible. And of course, Pokemon Center goes on to say, you know, will be temporarily closed with full cooperation with the police and physical care of the staff as the highest priority. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. We will inform you about the reopening time of this business. So again, this person was stalking her. Police were checking in with her a lot, but unfortunately this person just went and did the worst thing possible. So guys, be careful out there. This is a horrible tragedy. I hope that you will send some support to the Pokemon Center and the victims' families. But this is just horribly sad, horribly sad, chat. Yeah, exactly. Police can't do much. All they can do is just check in and try to stop things, and that's it. Absolutely horrible, guys. Let's move on to some other news. So I know this is really sad. You know, speaking of murder, though, but the streamer here actually, Stephen McCall, actually was found guilty recently of murdering his pregnant girlfriend after trying to use Grand Theft Auto live streams as an alibi. This did happen a bit ago. I did not cover this, but this person actually staged a fake gaming live stream as their alibi. They'd use this as a way to be like, oh, I was gaming, I was playing, and they initially released even were consoled by the McNally family before investigations uncovered his pre-recorded ruse. Yeah, I think a lot of people remember this. And now he faces a life sentence. This happened back in 2022. This was a pretty, tens of thousands of follower Irish YouTuber, right? So this was a pretty big deal back then, but he was finally convicted of murder. So, justice was served on this one as well. On top of that, guys, we're also going to talk about a streamer who's recently outed for abusing his girlfriend on stream. That is right, guys. Let's take a look. Warzone streamer Jordan Cisco has been accused of hitting his girlfriend after he idiotically spilled a drink on his new gaming PC. Absolutely disgusting. I think this is all but confirmed at this point. I know this is allegedly, but I'll show you a little bit of a follow-up. To me, pretty much proves it's true. So, take a look, guys.
Take the lid off, chill.
Yeah, trigger warning.
Ow. What is drinking?
It was in here. It was on this. I don't even know how. I turned around and...
Calm down.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Turn your thing off and turn the fan off. Okay, take it.
Looking at chat, you can't see everything exactly, right? So, for me, I kind of looked at this. I was like, well, this seems maybe a little bit more alleged. What's going on? Well, he actually went live with his girlfriend, had her down on stream. And I'll just play this for you so you can see how she looked. Because she actually has a black eye. That's right. She has a black eye just a few hours after you saw what was going on. So, we caught this one live before it was taken down. So let's take a look. Coming from St. Aaron, the Loco. I believe that's this person here.
I'm praying for sure. I love y'all, man. Everybody hating, bro. I'm be honest, y'all have a right to hate. Y'all really do. Like, dead ass. I get it, bro. This is my last thing. I get it. Trust me, you got a right to be mad. I just, please, the one thing, you can hate me. Trust me, you could send me so much hate. Please don't send hate to my family, please, man. My family is amazing. They are.
I don't know, do it, let alone doing it at all, but just to add to it even more, putting it on stream, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Amazing, especially my wife, my parents.
I think, honestly, the reason we talk about this so much is because more and more people live stream and just do whatever the fuck they want. And because of that, chat, we see more horrible things happen in our face.
Please do not send hate. You can hate me all you want. You could cancel me.
What is he saying? Is he saying?
At the same time, I really didn't know what to do. I was panicking. I was having a panic attack. Dead serious, bro. I just bought the PC 2 days ago. And basically, I called her. And she didn't listen. So, basically, because she was in the shower, she couldn't hear shit. So, I went into the bathroom to get a towel, which our towels are.
Yeah, I do want to add, I thank you for bringing that up, Empty-Handed Zombie. Allegedly, from what I saw around, I didn't include it in my report today, but kind of some stuff I saw was he would he did have some crash outs. He would kind of break his controllers. There was a hole in the wall in one picture, so it seemed like there's he has a preposition to do this kind of stuff, right? Is preposition the right word? He's done this before. It has a habit of crashing out. Seems to have anger issues.
Okay. I got our towels, and then soon as I got the towel, she saw, and I was like, yo, my PC just got, I told her in the shower, I don't
think that's the right word. Anyway,
hey, Brandon, how are you today?
And
predisposition, that's it. Yeah, predisposition. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
And I was like, okay.
Big word hard.
I want to see what he says.
I'm literally hyperventilating and shit. And then I come in here, and then she comes in.
I'm gonna stretch on this, please.
I pick up the PC. I put it on top of that PC. You see that PC right there? I put it on top of that PC. All right, you understand? Let me put it in context, bro. So when she's standing
Nobody
there,
cares
I'm
about the
PC
drink.
on right here. Hold on, let me see. Wife, can you come and record this, please?
He's trying to be
By the way, I just
context of the drink.
I'm talking about come here. Before I'm talking about everything else. If I ever did hit her, which is insane, I would never hit my.
As you can see, Chad, she has a black eye and a big mark on her eyeball right here. I mean, you can clearly see it even from this distance here as well. So, yeah, I mean, you heard in the clip as well, I think this is very, very clear exactly what happened.
My wife, and she's pregnant. she would have.
It looks like you can see like the fucking mark in her face from where he fucking apparently hit her, you know?
Yep.
Looks like she's got a fucking black eye.
Have stuff on her face. I mean, you could.
I was gonna say, you guys can.
Again, the pre.
I mean,
showing like his past, right, and kind of his anger issues of breaking controllers, pulls and walls, etc. This seems to be, yeah, it's pretty clear, chat.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And basically, she was trying to help. So can you hold this camera so I can show them? And I basically, with the cords attached, I was trying to pick up this PC like this, Tat, and I was putting it on this PC. You understand?
I'm gonna stop here because I think it's pointless to listen to him fucking sit and be like, oh, I was doing this with a drink and blah 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 blah. Like your girl is pregnant. You attacked her. Absolutely horrible. I mean, I don't. Well, what else do you want me to add to this? To this chat, right? This is just absolutely horrible. I'm surprised he's not been banned yet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very surprised he has not been banned yet. So.
You're not a man if you hit a woman. Your license is revoked of manhood, in my opinion.
Let's see if he's actually still up on Twitch. Yeah, he's still up. Absolutely nuts, chat. Absolutely nuts. So, had to share that with you. Very crazy. Very crazy. I'm surprised. This might get to a point where it blows up more. Because stuff like this, I mean, this came out on the 24th, right? It's been 3 days. But I think that Twitch should probably take some action on this, you know? Very crazy. So, letting you know what's going on, guys. I don't like to report on stuff like this. It's really sad, but I think it is important that we do talk about certain things. So, speaking of certain things, chat, let's also talk about recently what's going on here with Roblox. Actually, Roblox Predator was recently arrested by HSI on charges of possessing child. You can read and importing a child. I'm not reading that. According to the arrest affidavit. Affidavit. I don't know how to say this word. Hold on. Wait. I need to know this right now. Elara, give it to me.
Affidavit.
Okay, got you. Affidavit. According to the arrest affidavit, probation and parole officers conducted a routine compliance check at 30-year-old Jamie Bourd's home on February 25th and spotted in plain view in his bedroom. So, after consulting with Attorney General's office, officers returned on February 27th with a member of the AG's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. The investigator noted the doll had features resembling a child under 18 and was dressed in children's clothing. With several BDSM items, and yeah, I don't want to read that. So anyway, there it is, chat. Want to let you know, but of course, the only reason I'm reporting on this, right, is because it has to do with Roblox, right? And we've seen a lot of stuff going on about Roblox in particular. We've had a lot of stuff going on with Schlep. Schlep talking about all of these horrible things going on with the Roblox. We also have like a lot of the Roblox programmers. Roblox people behind the scenes being outed and also being accused as well. So, yeah, Roblox are just not helping themselves at this point. Really, really crazy, guys. So, just be careful. That's all I can say. Yeah, I don't know, crazy. I cannot believe that that's even a thing. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. Faces one count of possessing, trafficking, or importing this doll. 40 counts of fraud involving juveniles under the age of 13. I mean, disgusting. Like, but bottom of the fucking jail cell. Absolutely disgusting, guys. Yeah, I agree with that as well. And Schlep can only do so much. It does seem like that there's been a lot of scrutiny with Roblox. So at least that's good, right? There are people looking into stuff. Thank God they actually found this horrible, deplorable person, right? So, crazy chat. Now, we're going to take a moment here to talk about a little bit of things going on here with Crunchyroll. And that's because Crunchyroll actually, they had a data breach, guys. Crunchyroll had a data breach. The breach happened on March 12th. And the threat actor was able to pull 100 gigabytes personal information, including IP addresses, email addresses, credit card details, and more, guys. So you might want to check your Crunchyroll account. Yeah, that kind of sucks, right? And this actually was bridged to an outsourcing partner in India. Again, it looks like they were able to get this stuff. An employee of their outsourcing partner, TELUS, has executed malware on a system which gave a threat actor access to Crunchyroll's environment. Yeah, so guys, you might want to check your stuff because that sucks. Yeah, this is like the 5th time. Like, it's crazy. However, guys, something kind of crazy here. Major win for piracy and privacy in the U.S. and Supreme Court. U.S. Supreme Court ruled unanimously today that internet service provider Cox Communications is not liable for copyrighted music illegally downloaded by its customers. The ruling reverses a low court decision that has supported a $1 billion verdict against Cox and is seen as a significant win for ISPs and open internet access. So I guess what this is kind of saying is like because they're not going to be held liable, basically that means that they're not going to have their hands in it as much because they're not held liable, so they're just going to let people kind of do more of what they want, right? So the open internet access. Thank gosh I don't watch anime. I do. I gotta go change my Crunchyroll shit after this. I'm like, fuck, dude. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. However, chat, in other news, I do want to talk about what's going on here with a few AI-related things. So first up, Wikipedia actually saying, guess what? No AI, guys. Wikipedia is being the use of AI to write articles on the site. They're getting sued because they didn't take action against people parroting stuff. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually, Wog. Okay, I got you. That makes a lot more sense, actually. So let's go fucking Wikipedia. Of course, also, guys, recently we did discuss the DLSS5. If you guys remember coming from NVIDIA. Well, the NVIDIA CEO really wanted to speak about this, guys. He had a lot to say about the DLSS5. So let's listen to what he had to say. And you can decide whether you want to believe it or not, guys.
Similar, and they're all beautiful, and I'm empathetic towards what they're thinking. That's just not what DLSS5 is trying to do. I showed several examples of it, but DLSS5 is 3D conditioned, 3D guided. It's ground truth, structured data guided, and so the artist determined the geometry. We are completely truthful to the geometry, maintained so in every single frame.
Didn't somebody prove that was just factually incorrect?
It's conditioned by the textures, the artistry of the artist. And so every single frame, it enhances, but it doesn't change anything. Now, the question about enhancing.
This is
DLSS5 also lets, because the system is open, you could train your own models to determine, and you could even in the future prompt it. I want it to be a toon shader. I want it to.
Yeah, so this guy's just trying to get the AI grip going because his ass is grabs if it collapses. I mean, I don't know the specifics about the CEO, but I'm 99% sure all of this was fucking disproved, bro. Like, this just sounds like cope at this point. Yeah, it's just a filter. It's literally just a filter. Like, it's crazy. Liar, plants for hire. So now, of course, chat, at least there is one good thing in regards to AI here we're going to talk about. And that is actually a man that pleaded guilty after using over 1,000 bots to stream AI-generated songs that earn millions. Prosecutors say the scheme generated over $8 million across major platforms. So at least, somebody is stepping up and actually doing something within the court system in regards to using these bots to generate all these, shitty AI songs, right? So, yeah, it's really just an expensive filter. However, chat, we can't talk about AI without talking about Sora AI shutting down. That is right, guys. Can we get a W? OpenAI shutting down its AI video slot making platform. Sora, that is right, guys. Sora is out of here. That's right. Call it Kingdom Hearts 5. Because we're never getting it anymore. It's gone. Sora is fucking out of here. Of course, also kind of adding to this, OpenAI is shutting down this platform. Disney is now exiting their $1 billion deal with OpenAI as well. If you guys didn't know this was going down, this was like a big controversy when this happened, because Disney wanted to use AI, probably for cheaper stuff or whatever, but yeah, they're pulling out of it. So, of course, unless I'm misreading this, it appears OpenAI will be killing off all video models, including the ones available via the API. So let's read this together. OpenAI is planning to discontinue the app for its Sora video platform, a product it released to great fanfare last year. It has since fallen from public view, according to the company. The move is one of a number of steps OpenAI is taking to refocus on business and coding functions ahead of a potential initial public offering as soon as the fourth quarter this year. Guys, the bubble has burst, finally. Theo CM Altman announced a change to the staff on Tuesday, writing the company will wind down production that uses its video models. So, seems like all of this stuff is like breaking down. So, yo, what's up, Mocha? How are you, cutie? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome in. We're talking about the AI bubble bursting, and it's really funny. And then also, my favorite part about all this is everybody getting all pissy about it, too. Sora AI subreddit. Let's start a revolution.
Yes!
Bring back Sora.
Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Sora equals hope. Bring him back. Sora, we need you. We want Sora. Bring Sora. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're so mad. They're so yeah, this is AI generated. You can look at this and tell it's AI generated. I mean, like, holy guys. They even put Sora in the background. I mean, just crazy. Just crazy, guys. Absolutely nuts. This is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Cry harder, Sora bros. I can't believe it, chat. This Sora is gone. Let's start a revolution so I can make my shitty AI art. No, wait, you mean I have to pick up a pencil and have talent? Aw, fuck that, bro. Nah, I got lots of skills. Let me type in my prompt. Yeah, I took 5 minutes to think of this prompt, guys. I have so much skill. Nah, get the fuck out of here. So, there it is, chat. Bye-bye. Bye, Sora. Your tears are delicious. Oh, my God. Every time we do need to talk about something very serious here, and that is going to be what's going on with Tectone. Elara, do you know who I am? I mean, I do know who you are, Tal. I just prefer not to talk to, how do I say this? How do I say this nicely? I prefer not to talk to people's name that rhyme with pal. It's a personal thing, you know. Yeah, personal thing. Anyway, guys, let's talk about what's going on with Tectone. And guys, I want to show you this clip really quick, which I think is what prompted all of this, right, guys? So anyway, if you guys don't know, there is a separate controversy which we're going to cover in the future. I'm kind of actually getting some stuff together for that next Friday. But if you don't know, there is a group of girlies. There's Pinky, a lot of other people that are part of this group. They're called Goth House. And there's been a lot of controversy about what is goth. A lot of people are kind of like, oh, blah, 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 blah. This isn't goth, this and whatever, right? Well, I'm going to actually do a big report on this because as a goth, I want to actually talk about what is goth and what isn't goth, right? So I'm gonna cover this controversy later because I think that it's a really interesting one. But all of these girlies are very sweet. A lot of people just are kind of like, oh, you're e-girl, goths, whatever, right? Well, we'll get into it at a separate time. But anyway, I think this is what caused the start of the Tectone drama. So anyway, let's listen to this. This is Pinky too. She, of course, is the one that received the protective order in court. This is Tectone's ex-girlfriend, which, by the way, I've met. She's very sweet. So anyway, I'm gonna play the clip for you guys, okay?
I like sex. I haven't had sex in so long.
Did you know the last guy not have sex with you or what? What happened?
Well, they're all like, oh shit. It's like, well, okay, so I don't want to get too deep into it, right? But the version of the original version of goth is not what you typically see today, right? Goth has become very fetishized in a really big way, right? A lot of people think that, oh, because you're goth, you're it's kind of like forbidden, right? It's like, oh, like I overcome the fact that you're forbidden and dark and you would never be with a person like me, right? Or whatever way, right? People just fetishize goth in general, right? So, but we're gonna dive into that next week because again, I have a lot to say about it, right? It's just kind of like, in my eyes at least, like people kind of view goth girls as like dark and forbidden, so it's almost like, ooh, yeah, like overcame that, you know, like I have a goth girlfriend, so it's kind of, I don't know, that's at least the way I look at it, but we'll talk about what like actual original goth is, and what it actually means, and why people may not, the people that carry that moniker may not be what goth used to be, but that's okay, right? Like, the term for goth has changed over time. There's a big conversation to be had about it. Maybe let's continue here. So they're talking about, you know, Pinky's ex, who was obviously Tectone, right? So take a listen here.
He was only attracted to anime women, so. But it looked pretty anime. Kawaii desu? Something like that,
What do you mean he was only attracted to anime women? Was he like addicted to
Hi.
So he was addicted to hentai? So he was addicted so much he didn't want to have sex with the real thing?
Something along those lines.
If you suffer from this, call 1-800-YIKES.
Bless you.
Okay, all right, and Bella, what kind of
Did he
guy
dab
were
when
you
he
looking for
sneezed?
Pink?
A guy with hair, number
Did he dab when he sneezed?
one.
What's this whole, like, you know, bald guys thing?
Bald guys are fine, but her ex was bald, so she needs a change of pace.
I like.
So there you go, Chad. This was obviously her and her friends throwing shade at Tectone. Pretty clear, right, guys? Well, if you might remember, Tectone recently received Pinky received a protective order from Tectone, where Tectone is not allowed to publicly talk about her, right? Well, Tectone actually made a tweet here, which, in my opinion, pretty much directly violates that protective order. Y'all ever heard of a sexual assault victim complained that they weren't getting enough sex? Again, I think this is very much related to this video. And again, talking about her in a public manner would violate that protective order, right, chat? So, yeah. Wait, really? We didn't get to read the whole thing, so that's crazy, if that's actually true. I mean, who else would be talking about? Exactly, that's what I think. So, and first of all, this is actually kind of horrible to say to begin with. So, yeah, and to agree with you here, Walk, I think that's argument. It's probably vague enough that it probably doesn't, but I think the correlation can easily be made, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think that he probably violated the order here, but it's probably vague enough that it probably legally doesn't actually hold any type of repercussion. But I'm going to point it out, chat, because we actually have to talk about something that did have repercussions for Tectone, and that is Tectone actually forced to, well, change where he's live streaming, guys. Tectone going on to say, I'm done streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I'm now going to be a Rumble exclusive streamer. Links down below to join. Again, Rumble, where all the streamers go tonight. First stream Saturday, March 28th, 9 a.m. CST. Done streaming on platforms that ban me over petty insults when there are people falsely accusing people of crimes, as well as shitting on the country they're streaming from. Censored YouTube videos will still be uploaded. This is actually directly a, this is definitely aimed at Hassan, by the way. I will let you know that, because he was recently criticized for this. But censored YouTube videos will still be uploaded. A full video outlining in depth why this is happening. So let's go take a look, guys. YouTube is terminating my channel, so yes, to see.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Let's go listen up.
Seen y'all. Hey, what's going on, guys?
But again, guys, I think that looking at this situation, right, I would remind all of you that freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences, right? You have to still upload TOS. You know, he keeps getting in trouble with these platforms multiple times. There's got to be a point where you look at yourself and go, I'm the problem, right? Yes, it is exactly right. Rumble, so we say Rumble is the place where streamers go to die. Rumble is basically like, there's so free form over there. There's really no like heavy moderation. You think you can just do whatever the fuck you want over there. And it doesn't really matter. But anyway, Let's listen to Tectone what he has to say.
Haven't seen y'all in a week. And to give you guys a TLDR of what this video is about to be about, I'm going to tell you guys why YouTube is currently underneath the process of terminating my channel, as well as I am now going to be streaming exclusively live on Rumble, which the link is underneath in the description.
So he says that his channel's being terminated, but he says he's gonna still upload videos. So like, you can't really do that if your channel gets terminated because you can't make an alternate platform, or you can't make an alternate YouTube because that's against your TOS. And we've seen this go down on people like Tyga, where they make another or have another account and now it gets taken down because it technically breaks their TOS or whatever, right? So once again, is poor Tyga, by the way. I hope Tyga gets her YouTube back one day. But the point that I'm making here is that when you can't make multiple YouTubes. If one gets banned, the other one is inevitably going to get banned too. It's against TOS to have another account while one is banned, is my point.
And I would appreciate all you guys giving me a follow. YouTube videos will still be on YouTube. However, I am not streaming on any other platform besides Rumble from here into the very far future. So let me tell you where I've been.
Also, YouTube doesn't just terminate the channel right off. There might have been because of his size, or he might be fighting something in the background. There might be the chance that he might know what's coming. There's a possibility.
And why you guys haven't seen a post from me in now 7 fucking days.
Yeah, it could have been demonetized. That's a good point.
I am a content creator where the thing that I pride the most in myself is being able to be as transparent as possible when allowed, unless a legality comes into play where I get to tell my chat everything that I'm thinking, everything that I want to say, and the exact way that I want to say it.
And I do understand that you want to do that, right? But you also still have to uphold yourself to a platform's guidelines, right? And maybe Rumble is the place for you now because that's what you want to do, you know? Like, but just because you want to be that way doesn't mean you always can, right? Well, let's say you go out to a party, right? But like, oh, well, I'm unfiltered and I'm just going to say whatever I want. Oh, you know, I hate your bangs. Oh, you dress ugly. Like, you're not going to do that at a party, right? Like, of course you're not. You have to be able to have the emotional intelligence to control what you say, right?
However, what's going on?
I mean, I've got him saying slurs on YouTube. I talked about this not too long ago. I showed you
now
guys.
Is there is a parade of content creators who are currently abusing the copyright strike channel feature on YouTube. Number 1, Hassan Piker. Number 2, and I shit you not, this just happened.
Why are we making this video about Hassan when we're talking about you and your channel? Why do we always do the skirt to Hassan? Like, literally every time, Chad. This is exactly what we do. We straight up just fucking right over to Hassan, and I'm like, why, dude? What is the point of this? We always start chat, like, in that one spot, and then we always just move over. I don't get it. Actually, let me see if I can do something here. Okay, hold on. Okay, here is actually no, let me put this down. Let me put this down a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so here is Hassan right here, right? And he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing over in here. And then Tectone has his problem over here. And somehow every time we have Tectone's problem become Hassan's problem. Like, well, why? Like, it makes no sense. Talk about your own problems, bro. Like, it literally makes no sense. Just talk about your own problems. Also, you guys have a new drawing tool.
Happened today, Baby No Money. Baby No Money has.
Why are we talking about?
Copyright struck WestJet, and Hassan copyright struck my channel, as well as Ariana Grande. Yes, so we currently have a couple...
okay, all right, now I get what we're talking about. Apparently, the copyright struck his channel.
Warnings on our channel, as well as a strike, and the reason why for this one will blow your mind. Out of everything that I say on this channel, and I get it, sometimes I say some crazy things.
Let's be serious if it was a copyright strike. Fine, chat, I recant my statement. Apparently, this actually does have to do with Son. That's
I
fair.
say anything too diabolical, but all I said was due to, and I'm gonna have my I'm going to have to censor a lot of things that I say going forward, hence why I'm very glad I'll be streaming on Rumble very soon, because what's going to happen is I'm going to stream completely uncensored on Rumble, because I've never heard of a single person ever be banned on that platform for anything they've ever said, and then I'm going to have...
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that. Hold on, let me... Or was it Hassan, or was it, BB No Money? No evidence, yeah, I don't see anything that leads to that. I mean, maybe it is true. I haven't seen anything yet, but what I do want to see, here as well is, like, there's nothing wrong with censoring yourself. Everybody censors themselves all the time, right? Like, there's certain things that I wouldn't tell you guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me being protected. But like, oh, you want to know where I live, chat? Oh, yeah, P. Sherman 32, Wallaby Way, Sydney. Like, I'm not going to tell you. Like, you have to censor yourself in certain situations. There's nothing wrong
have
with
to
that.
sanitize it a bit on YouTube, unfortunately, just to make sure my channel has a much higher chance of not getting deleted while these copyright strike claims come off. So what I said
I wonder what they're
that
over.
Hassan had some suppressed homosexual rage for Asmongold, and he often fantasizes about Asmongold and him sharing a lovely night together. I'll kind of just let you guys...
Where is this coming
from?
from?
Pieces, but that's in essence...
What does this have to do with the YouTube thing?
What I said, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a shit talker. I absolutely am, because that's the world where I was born into, where people talk shit, people say some crazy fucking things. Now, obviously, we don't make up any crazy ass shit where they're like, oh, this guy's a cannibal. Oh, this guy's a rapist. Oh, this guy's a fucking pedophile. Obviously, we don't go to any extent that much, but back in my day, we used to say things like, I'm gonna fuck your mom in the ass, or I fucked your mom, in whatever orifice you want to imagine. But the world has become far too soft.
Yeah, I mean, I know my brother said shit like that to his friends.
For people like me to not be heavily censored into it. We currently live in a world where feelings outweigh the law, where feelings are taken into account more than proven evidence. And if you cry and you say that your feelings hurt, you will win in every situation you are ever a part of, especially if you're a woman. Side note.
What? Side note here, can we talk about Johnny Somali? Because I'm pretty sure his feelings did not outdo the law. So, counterpoint just off the top of my head.
And it's just become very difficult for me to do what I want to do the way I want to do it. Which
maybe you shouldn't do it that way anymore,
blows.
you know?
I've been doing this content creating thing for almost 8 years now, which is crazy to say. Yeah, when I started my channel, I was a prime young age of 24, and now I'm 32, feeling the best I've ever felt, looking the best I've ever looked in my entire life, lifting the most I've ever lifted in my entire life. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I can bench 315 now.
We don't care what you can bench. It's not about being soft, it's about being an entertainer. I need to be responsible for your actions in public as you are a large figurehead speaking to a massive audience. Once you work in entertainment, your actions are far more scrutinized and strong since the professionalism is needed and clearly lacking here. There you go. I mean, what do you want me to add to this? You know me, we're fucking hitting the, the fucking hammer right down on the nail here. It's just like, I don't understand how he says, well, I don't want to be uncensored and stuff, but like, the thing is you still have to uphold yourself in a certain way on certain platforms. That's just how POS exists, right? You have a moral responsibility, and I don't know. It just feels like we have one subject and we're just like, we keep circling it, right, chat? So like, I just don't know what to add to this. Like, here is the subject, chat, right here, and Tectone is just like all around it. Like, I'm like, can we just like talk about this right here? I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. It blows my mind. Yeah, we're just circling the drain.
Yeah, I'm going to make an update video on that soon. But unfortunately, To all you guys who are long-standing fans of my stream,
Yeah, like, the thing is like, feelings are important, right? Don't get me wrong. I know people do virtue signal sometimes, and I know sometimes people do let emotions rule your judgment. And trust me, I get that because I crash out sometimes that you guys don't know, right? And I try to be professional, but, you know, I have emotions too, and I get upset and I crash out about things, but I try to be, you know, I try to be professional at least, to do it off stream. But, I think that discounting emotion is wrong, right? Because emotion is important, right? It's not always the end all be all, but it's an important thing to consider, right? Always
streams
important to
on
consider.
YouTube or my streams on Twitch, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to those. I've
probably
been
'cause you can't.
banned for calling an editor. I'm going to need you to blank this out. You can write out a censored version if you want, or people can fill in the gaps if you want. I got banned for 2 weeks for calling Denims a whore.
Yes, and you deserve that ban 100%. Because again, you should not be using that word towards somebody. He sat there and said, oh, well, it's factually correct, this and that. No, it's a derogatory term. You know it's a derogatory term.
When she actively prostitutes herself live on OnlyFans. I got...
I've already argued this again, but I'll say it once, right? So, sitting there and doing something promiscuous through OnlyFans is not the same thing as prostitution, right? So, completely different stuff, right? Completely different stuff. I got breaking news to share in the Discord. What's up?
Banned for another 2
What's
weeks
it over?
for calling Frogan fat when I believe she's 5'2" and above 300 pounds. I got banned for saying Hassan is gay when he frequently
is
talks
that
about
actually-
Asmongold. Every other word of his stream. If he stubs his toe, he blames it on Asmongold. And it's just getting very
I don't know about that
exhausting.
one. I mean, like, I just remember him saying the F slur while I was there, because I went to his stream where he came back because I wanted to listen, because I want to report on it. And he dropped the F slur at least once that I saw, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm not going to listen to this. Especially as someone in a lesbian relationship, I'm not going to listen to that.
Because these are the same people where Hassan calls Asmongold a pedophile. He calls Nuxtaku a pedophile. He calls me a rapist. He says that Asmongold is responsible for his own mother's death.
So let's take a moment here, Chad, because I want to say that between Asmon and Hassan and some of these other creators, they've said stuff that is not okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that everybody is like, you know, innocent and pure, because I don't think that's the case. But the important thing here is that just because somebody else is doing something wrong doesn't mean that, number one, you have to play into their hands, and number two, you have to sit here and try to fight it or be combative about it, right? Sometimes the best thing you can do is block and move on. You know what I mean? And sadly, even though these people are doing and saying horrible things, you need to let the actual system do its job, right? That's not your job to do.
He celebrates terrorism. He says American soldiers deserve PTSD and 9/11 needed to happen to America. Didn't get banned for any of these things. Same thing with Denim.
And I get that there's a bit of a double standard, or a bit of unequal enforcement on Twitch. That's always going to be a problem. I get where you're coming from on certain things, right? I do get that. In regards to what he's saying, I don't know if he's actually ever said that. I'm not educated on that, to be honest. But what I am going to say is you got to let the system do its job, right? That's not your job to do. But because you're trying to do that, you're causing yourself more problems, right?
She goes around calling everybody random criminal accusations, left, right, center. Frogan,
Yeah, exactly,
same deal.
Jan.
Criminal accusations,
Exactly.
left, right,
You're
center.
so
Says America
focused on
deserves
what
9/11.
everybody else is doing instead of yourself, you're losing the plot.
And I don't know when all of these social media platforms became so anti-American, so anti-free speech, but it makes me fucking sick. And I hate how...
Again, you can't call somebody a horrible word like that. Well, number one, like, it's not even true. But number two, that's still, yes, freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences, right?
I have to take these countermeasures where I don't get to stream in places like YouTube and Twitch anymore, a place for my home, or a place where my viewers know as Tectone's home, wherever they get to go here, and they know that I'll always be live every day at 9 a.m. CST to 1 p.m. CST, which I still will be on rumble.com/Tectone once again, which will be linked in the pinned comment and the description, which I encourage you guys to go follow. But it's just exhausting. Because obviously I would like to multi-stream, but because I'm going onto a completely new platform and I'm starting from ground zero, I shit you not, guys, I'm starting from the beginning. 0 viewers. I have 0 followers.
Well, I mean, like, you have a very large platform, right? So it's easier for you to move people over. So, like, you're not really starting at 0. I think that's a bit of a stretch to say, but I think a lot of people are able to move their viewers from platform to platform, right? So let me see, it's American to teach a trailer to and go, I'm not touching that with a 20-foot pole, bro. Ironically, he's mixing in What About Us. Yep. Thank you, Johnny, for the 27 months. Like, I don't know everything about Tectone's personal beliefs and stuff, but I will say that there's a lot of time where he just fails to take a lot of personal responsibility, right?
0 viewers on this platform. I am going to be rebuilding everything from the ground up because I actually believe that Rumble is a platform where I will actually be safe on and not get banned for some bullshit again. It sucks that I have to worry about the sanctity and the longevity of my channels, but that's just what happens when you are a guy who tells it how it is.
Look, I gotta say this really quick, chat. Under the guise of just saying it how it is, no, that's saying how it is from your perception. That doesn't mean your perception is actual reality, right? There's a difference. Yes, you can say, oh, I just tell it how it is. Well, honestly, the lack of decorum as well is a huge problem for you.
And that's what sucks. That's what happens when you don't pander to people's feelings, when you don't lie to people because you need to tell them a certain lie. That's what happens when you speak up saying, hey, I don't believe that we should be experimenting transgenderism on children. That has got me in shit, which is crazy.
Many people use that as an excuse.
Nuts.
Yep.
Or, hey,
absolutely,
just because you're fat doesn't mean that you're beautiful. Shaming the body positivity movement because, yeah, if somebody's fucking fat, you need to fucking tell them because they need to lose weight or else they're going to fucking die. Unfortunately, we live in a reality. We live in a world where feelings and emotions outweigh documented evidence and proof. And it's pathetic. And people like me get punished for that shit.
You mean like the feelings that you shouldn't have had this protective order issued against you? Because the fact is that you did? You can throw that out there, Chad. Let's just throw it to the wind really quickly, just to make sure I just kind of, you know, put it out there into the ether.
On a day-to-day basis. But I have never been more motivated. I have never been more focused on making it as a content creator and operating the best that I can to not get banned again. I'm gonna get banned again.
I don't understand why he just doesn't, like, actually look at it and reflect on himself and be like, oh, it's the state of the world. Well, the state of the world is gonna be what it is, right? Like, sometimes part of being a member of society and a content creator is adjusting yourself to some of those parameters, right?
Everybody's such a fucking pussy these days. And you know what they do to guys like me? They try to label me as a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, I
they
just
try
think
to
you need
label
to
me as a criminal to get people to stop listening to me. But you got to understand, if enough people are trying to get you to stop listening to someone, well, that means they probably have something that these people don't want you to hear. And that's why I pride myself in telling the truth at every time, even when it gets me in shit.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest, chat. I started here at the start of this, and I'm like, man, just, you know, Tectone just doing his normal stuff. But now I just feel like, I don't know, I feel very, I rarely use this word, but I feel very sympathetic for him because I'm just like, you just lost the plot, dude. You think that everybody's against you? And it's you, dude. It's you. Like, you're actually just the source of all your own issues. And it's kind of sad, you know, like, because I mean, I used to see Tectone every once in a while, like IRL, right? Like, you know, I've met him before. I engaged with this content, you know, a few years ago. Like, I thought he was a good dude, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sad. It's sad to me.
I could rant, but realistically, we're going to make it. We always do. Life throws challenges
Ninja? How
at
are
me
you?
every single day, just like it does for you guys. And I'm not going to sit here and be a victim. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get the fuck up. I'm going to dust off my knees, dust off my shirt, and I'm going to get back to it. No excuses. I'm not going to live my life at being a fucking victim. We're going to fucking do something about it. If you guys want to help me do that thing, follow me on Rumble. I'll be live every day from 9 a.m. CST to 1 p.m. CST, maybe even longer. Anime reactions are coming back. Video game streams are coming back. We have no censorship issues on Rumble.
I think, honestly, I think exploring content that is well outside of content creator drama news sphere would be a very good thing for him
Fully
to do.
uncensored content. I'm going to be naked. We're going to do some crazy shit on Rumble, and I hope you'll join me for that. Still going to post on YouTube every day. Just going to really censor it just to make sure that my channel doesn't get fully terminated, because that's currently the direction of where it's going. I got to be a good boy for a little bit, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I wonder
I'm gonna
exactly
try
what the
my best
copyrights were.
to make sure the
I'd
content
be
stays
interested
as
to
similar as
know.
it can, but unfortunately, we got people watching us right now. So, hope you'll come to Rumble. Hope you'll support my streams, and I'll see you all there. Bye-bye, guys.
Anyway, chat, there is Tectone's big change here. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think? Yeah, I do want to know more information about that. I mean, God, I don't want to reach out to Tectone, so I'm not going to ask him, but maybe he'll reveal that information in the future, right? I don't know. Yeah, there was a lot of counterpoints to each other. There's a lot of contradiction, but yeah, I feel like going to get somewhere no boundaries is not good for someone who keeps going down a rabbit hole, yeah. Yeah, he said he didn't want to be a victim, but he kind of played the victim anyway, so yeah, I don't know. He's gotten so much more unhinged from where I first saw him. I know, same here, no, but like, again, I always knew he's a little unhinged, right? Like, I mean, when I first watched him, and it's just, I don't know. It's just sad. It sucks to see, you know, so, but there it is, chat, there it is. In other news, let's keep moving on, because I do want to talk about what's going on here with Twitch and Kick. We've been talking a lot about that, actually. So first up, Kick has entirely written the community guidelines as of March 19th. So they've actually condensed a lot of rules, but expanded their scope. It's now more legally precise and far stricter. New protection for minors, new rules about public safety, personal safety and self-harm, now addressed as substance abuse, stunts, and other unsafe activities. Let's go. New rules about AI deepfakes, now require disclosure. More detailed gambling rules, new additional standards around branded content, disclosure, banded creators, and other updates. Seems like Kick is actually, you know, they're starting to kind of move in the right direction here. So, you know, do I think Kick is the place to be? No, but, you know, I think they're moving in the right direction. So that's good. I did multi-stream over there for a week, Cook, just to do a little bit of research. Didn't really go well. Not a lot of people tuned in. I just don't think that's my audience, right? So, I've never heard of a civil lawsuit judgment resulting in getting one's access to firearms revoked. Nope. There have it. In other news, guys, TwitchCon is actually making some huge changes too. Just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean that it's one argument or the other, by the way. I legitimately don't know. The TwitchCon is actually introducing stricter rules for streaming at conventions. This is probably to address the IRL streamers, right, chat? So, streamers and attendees must keep pathways clear, including aisles, walkways, stairways, entrances, exits, and emergency routes. That's good. Streaming is allowed in areas with no recording, no streaming signage. Attendees should follow TwitchCon staff instructions, including requests to stop streaming or relocate. We're introducing lanyards that attendees can wear to signal their comfort with being on camera. I love that. If you're wearing this lanyard, it means you prefer not to be prominently featured or recorded directly for this IRL streaming. Don't interview or approach somebody wearing the designated lanyard or verbally says they don't want to be on camera. So that is great. And, you know, funny you say that, Sapphire. That was my question as well. Well, what is the enforcement of that going to look like? Well, here you go, actually. So TwitchCon actually said there'll be new safety measures, including a meet and greets, reservation required, no walk-ups, change the layout, additional staff and crowd management, Security, of course, investing in more staff, better response times, in stronger coordination. Security is a priority at TwitchCon. We'll continue to invest to ensure every attending creator and staff member feels safe. In 2026, we're building on this foundation with targeted updates. We've increased our overall investment in TwitchCon security, adding more trained staff, clear escalation plans for better response, and stronger coordination across all on-site teams. These improvements mean we can intervene sooner and more effectively in any situation that requires attention. So, yeah, exactly. Not trusting the venue staff, which is the biggest W, honestly. So, I mean, and I don't blame you for not trusting them. I don't either. But, you know, at least it does seem like they're trying, right? So, do I think that I would trust it? Absolutely not. But, hey, guys, at least, you know, there's a little update here. So, at least they're trying. I'll give them that. That's good news. So, in other news as well, guys, I also want to talk about some crazy court case stuff that recently happened here. And that is a woman who actually ended up, well, she was driving, right? And she tried to tell the judge the entire time she was not driving. Let's take a look at this. It's crazy. And it's just like, the stuff I come across is wild.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car. I'm sorry, I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger.
I mean, like, this is clearly a United States, like, courtroom, right, chap? You would be on this side of the car if you're driving. Like, how does this work? Oh, my God.
Sir. Never show me the driver. Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
The eye roll.
Hang on 1 second.
Now.
I have to ask their permission.
Now.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're not in the drive. You weren't in the driver's
Yeah, you
side.
can clearly
you think
see.
I'm that stupid?
What the fuck, Sam? This is just like peak stupidity. Caught in 4K. By the way, we have a caught in 4K emote now, so hope you guys will use that more. But stuff like this describes it. Let me see the driver. And they're like, oh shit, I roam. Holy. Speaking of crazy court cases, guys, this lawyer actually was held in contempt of court. And let me tell you guys, this is absolutely wild what happened. Take a look at this.
It's her education. Stop because you don't want to hear what the argument is. Stop.
This lawyer actually goes nuts, chat.
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and you can wipe that.
Oh no, it gets crazy, chat. Just buckle the fuck up.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Fill out the request, get the form from our court clerk's office on the second floor, make sure.
Yeah, don't argue with the judge.
You brought already. Get it filed.
Oh no, Chad, just wait.
Whatever you need to do.
But whatever you think is gonna happen, it's worse than that.
Assess her request. If it's
my client's not seen her child. There is no order in this court, and there's been no jurisdiction found that this court has jurisdiction over this child who has never lived in your county. Never lived. I did not. There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my arguments.
And I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again. Do not throw your...
I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop
what's up,
saying
Blue Mike? How are you?
True, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle down.
I'm not upset, and I'm not.
Yeah,
arguing.
I don't know how.
You're not
Just
letting
wait.
me make an argument.
I think it's worse.
I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
You're actually super red.
What we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my
Yeah, imagine if
argument
like
halfway
you
through.
did this when you went
On
to
an
court.
objection.
They would throw you out in like 2
I'm aware.
seconds.
It's happened to me before.
It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line.
Yeah,
Of course.
I guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button-
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not that you do.
I don't know whether
You do,
you're
ma'am. You
transgender,
do. You
other
do.
than you have just now
No,
advised me,
ma'am,
and
you
that
do.
doesn't have
You
anything
do.
to do
It's happened when we
anything.
talked on the phone.
That wasn't talking, let me tell you. You were entirely inappropriate.
You were yelling at
Yeah,
me.
this took
and
a
I did
weird
not even
turn
know
now.
you were the judge.
And I didn't know you from Adam.
I said,
That
my name
morning.
is Rob Hopkins. I'm
Which
an
doesn't
attorney
mean
in
anything.
Oklahoma City.
No, sir, you did not.
Okay.
Okay?
There's no one there to know that, right?
Okay, so we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
Yeah, you're just acting inappropriate. Your identity has nothing to do with
So
it.
we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available
Yeah, you're just
telephonically.
being disrespectful.
And we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am.
today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing her
Objection,
children from another
hearsay. That's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir, that
Don't
you
come
cannot
at me and
speak over me.
or shout at me.
I'm not putting it on there. No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing
sir.
it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
back.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face.
Yeah, this is getting
Get
just
out of my
like
face.
People might
that
be
escalated
being
quickly.
And
Oh wait, chat, it escalates even worse
get
by
out
the
of
way.
my face.
Yeah, just walk away.
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court. and I
He
think
shouted at me. No, I'm not being. You did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not
Judge,
doing
I
my stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person. Not the screaming and the yelling in court. I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over this?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's
Why
happening.
don't you all walk that way sometime?
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just settle down, walk that way.
No.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I told you it got much worse, chat. I warned you it got much worse. Wild.
What are you doing?
I'll stop it here because you can pretty much imagine what happens at this point. But just like, yeah, I mean, it's full on takedown out here. So, yeah, wild. Yeah, I don't know how you pass a bar exam like doing something like that. Just wild. Absolutely wild, Chad. So, I'm expecting this a moment of Laura said it would get much worse. I told you. I told you. What the actual hell, chat? Wild as fuck. And it's, you know, this is kind of my segue because I did want to talk about a court case that we've been talking about for quite a while. And that is Johnny Somali, guys. Johnny Somali's mom is actually seeking leniency from a judge ahead of the sentencing in South Korea. Prosecution, of course, have you been keeping up with this? Wants 3 years in prison with hard labor for the streamer. Well, his mom is asking for leniency. And guys, we're going to go check in here with Legal Mindset, talking about the most recent update here, which is his apology. And yeah, guys, it's this, he's cooked, guys.
Ramzi
It's over.
Khalid Ismail,
He's cooked.
aka Johnny Somali, has finally submitted an apology, but we are going to get into why it is too little too late today on
Oh,
the
yeah,
Legal
it's
Mindset.
far
We
too
teach
late.
you to be
It's
your own
far too
judge.
late.
Of course, this is a fast facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So once again, delving into Somali's legal saga.
Leniency for
we
the
get in-
public. His mother's like, yes, I would like to plead for leniency for the public, double his sentence. That's insane.
To this
leniency for my mental health, please. Quadruple
ending
his
part
sentence.
of the trial.
I don't want to
'Cause
talk
at
about this
point,
anymore.
Let me clarify. The trial, the case in chief, the presentation
Holy.
of evidence is done. Ramzi Khalid Ismail, Johnny Somali's trial is over, except
he already
for the
talked
date
and,
of
like, did his whole
sentencing
thing,
and the
so-
date of the verdict. Except
it's
for
already
that
done.
announcement, that's pretty much done. All the evidence, everything else, needed to really already be submitted by now or by the closing date. And
That's it.
closing
They only
date
wanted to give him,
already
what, 3
passed
years
as of
instead of
last
like
trial.
20?
And the last trial, Johnny Somali, RKI, did submit an in-court
I love that they're calling him RKI, like the
apology
abbreviation.
during his closing. Now, we analyzed that apology and we
That's
found it to
kinda
be
crazy.
a really non-apology. And in my last video, if you guys check that out, after the trial, after he gave that in-court apology.
Yeah, so just kind of like a TLDR here. So, you know, when we kept up with this, right, he was, he basically said something along the lines of like, oh, you know, he went through the court case. He's like pleading with them. He didn't get what he wanted. So then right after that, he immediately went out and started making, insulting them again, right? He started making all these insults, talking shit again. And so it's like, are you really sorry, dude? Are you actually sorry? Doesn't seem like it.
He proceeded to attack Koreans, attack Korean culture, call them stupid, say they'd get destroyed in a war, say they were, you know, all sorts of negative, nasty things about Koreans, and continue to demean Koreans.
I think Korea is one of the most stupid countries in the world. I don't even think Korea is a first world country. I honestly think Korea is probably a second world country at best. Because how are you so stupid?
So I think in light of that, and possibly in light of watching the videos calling him out,
I'm glad he
that,
showed a clip because I was about to go find it.
Finally submit an official apology to the court. Now, what does that mean?
But you're
What
not
is an
going to listen
official
to. They don't
apology?
care.
Well, you see this here in the court filings here filed
Especially
on
with the shitty
3/17/2026.
as you've been, dude.
That's Pico
Nah, dude, they're not gonna listen to
submits
that
a
shit.
letter of reflection. So that is what it's typically called, is a letter of reflection that is submitted to the court. The problem for
I love
Johnny
Korea. They
Somali
gave me
is he
Nikkei.
submitted it in the worst possible
I love Korea. They gave me Nikkei and also sentenced Johnny Somali. Let's go. 2 W's.
way. And we're going to get into why he made a mistake. But first, make sure you guys, if you haven't, check out the Cabbage plushies, which are now available in the comment below, pinned and in the description.
You know, I don't
Now
know
they're
what this
live
joke
and
is
very,
all
very
about,
cute and
but the
frustrating
plushie
to
is
Somali.
cute.
But that said, we go over to what
Yeah,
you're
I don't know what the
supposed to
joke's
do
about, but I
with
think it's
these
cute.
filings. So, the letter of reflection. This is
Here we
a
go, chat.
document that you're supposed to submit often multiple times during the trial to show you're sincere and to show genuine, sincere
he only did it like
apology
once.
and reflection. So if we look at the Korean streamer Youngman, and Youngman is very relevant, not just because it's a person that was involved in the case. Once again, there's a reminder, Youngman attempted to have a settlement with Johnny
Avatar
Somali over
reference?
his deep fake, because there was a deep fake of Youngman and Hank making out.
Oh,
and
cabbage
that was
farming
not
is one of the
accepted
hard
by
labor
prosecutor.
options.
They
I
did
got
not
you.
actually consider that in issuing their sentence. They, in fact, completely ignored that settlement and said, we're still going to charge Johnny Somali, even if you don't care about it, or even if you guys came to some sort of agreement.
Legal did say that when they said hard labor, it's not like he's going to be in the mines, right? Like, it would just be something like very, like, repetitive.
Well, Youngman did what is typical in a Korean trial, in a Korean defense scenario. So his trial began, much like Johnny's last year. His began later on, 6/18, and Johnny's began on March 7th. So
Yeah, or like
you have a little
license
bit more
plates or
time
something
for Johnny.
like that.
So Johnny had more time, and what did he do this entire time? Nothing. He
Fuck
submitted
around.
absolutely no
Yep.
letter of reflection when
it's just
the
repetitive, like
trial
physical
was
labor.
going on, until the trial effectively ended on February 27th. That's the end. You're not submitting any more evidence. They're not considering anything else. It's done. Well, what did Youngman do? Well, he submitted multiple letters. You see, in June, in July, in August, in October, in November, 8 total letters, 7 of which were during the trial. So he
So, like,
submitted
18
over
months.
and over and over and over again
basically
these letters,
submitted
showing
stuff,
how
right?
sincerely
almost
apologetic
18
he
months.
was and how sorry he was. And that last letter, the important thing about that last letter is, even though the judge didn't consider it, he did that to show overall, hey, I'm sincere, and these are
Right,
sincere.
yeah, and that's
and
important.
I meant what I said by this, even knowing that, hey, the case is over, the judge is not going to really consider that. But the judge had 7 other letters to look at to show the sincerity of Youngman. Once again, a typical Korean defendant. But Johnny Somali, who's been ignoring the advice and ignoring really what you're supposed to do in
Johnny
a typical
Somali.
Korean trial, because he thought it was going to go his way. He thought the charges would be dropped. He thought things would go away.
How did he
Well,
ever
that
think it was going to
didn't-
go his way, by the way, Chad? Oh, also, in case you missed it, we did hit the sub goal for today, and I have to order Arby's. So tell me what you guys want me to order from Arby's.
Happen. And you see
God
here,
damn it.
it's a little too late. So here's my judgment. The judgment is too late itself as the trial is over. And we also have something we're going to go over on a future stream, a submission from the Somali conviction team that we got done back in April 2025. We submitted that to the judge and the prosecutor.
Oh, don't worry,
dude.
it's coming.
We predicted he would eventually submit an apology. Now, even we couldn't predict that he'd be stupid enough to not submit it until the trial itself is over. So that was something we even didn't know how stupid RKI could be. But in that, we predicted that he would at some point apologize and gave very detailed reasons on why that shouldn't be taken seriously and why he needed jail time. And that, because it was submitted last year at this point, was something that the prosecutor and the judge can consider, would consider, and are considering when they look through this and we go towards sentencing and the verdict date. So while we've got evidence that's in there timely that they've been considering, Johnny Somalis is not gonna happen. So at this point, it's unlikely to be taken serious, and I still do not change my prediction of 2 to 3 year sentence with labor and registration as a sex offender. But I want to know what you guys think about this trial and about Johnny's too little too late. We'll catch you on the next one.
Jeez Louise, chat. So again, this thing that he put out, right? It's completely worthless, right? It's not gonna do anything. At this point, he didn't even go about the right way to do it. Committing it constantly. I mean, oh my god, a Korean barbecue sounds so good. But we do have his court case coming up April 14th. So I will let you know all about that when we get to it. So guys, while you decide my Arby's order. Yeah, by the way, what did you guys decide? Yeah, well, what is my Arby's order, chat? God damn it. I don't want Arby's. I don't want Arby's. I really want to try a Korean barbecue. Never had it, but it sounds delicious. It's so good. You like grill the meat yourself? Oh my god, it's the best. Mozzarella sticks. Yeah, we can do mozzarella sticks. Is that all you're going to make me suffer, chat? Yeah, I thought you were going to make me suffer a lot more. Jalapeno sliders and fries. I've already had their gyros, which they fuck up all the time. Jalapeno sliders. Okay, hold on. I'll write it down. I'll tell you what, I'll get that. Jalapeno sliders and mod sticks. Bag of beef and cheddar. Ew. Ew. Well, you know what? I was egging them on a little bit, Shadow, okay? It's my fault. Mega beef. Oh my god. Alright. Dude, I know I don't want the fucking mega beef. That shit is disgusting. You know what else is kind of crazy though, speaking of food? K-pop Demon Hunters is actually doing a collaboration with McDonald's. You can choose between 2 adult meals, the Huntrix meal, or the Saja Boys. So I love that you can pick a side. That's so funny. That's so funny. I know I had the steak bites too, not the mega beef. Oh no. Alright, I'll order the mega beef, chat. Fuck. This is super cool though. I'll give you a picture in the Discord. Because I have to order it. I mean, it's not going to come out at the time that stream is over. So we'll go and pick this up. I think it starts at the end of the month. It's very soon. Also kind of crazy here as well, chat. You can get the legendary jacket of pickles. That's right. KFC is giving away a pickle puffer jacket. Somebody called Pia, by the way, that you can drink from. It comes with pickle brine, flies pickles, and a built-in straw. Somebody called Pia P. She needs this, bro. What the actual fuck? That's disgusting, dude. That's disgusting. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's real. Absolutely real. She quit retweeted. Okay, great. I immediately saw this. I thought of her as well. So, oh my goodness, guys, would you order this? Well, does Amelie like pickles as well? I didn't know that. I like pickles. Gonna pass on that. Yeah. God bless your fucking colon, dude. Because what the fuck? That's disgusting, man. Like, I like pickles, but I don't like them that much. That's actually gross. Like, I mean, I'll eat a pickle for a snack or like, you know, drink the juice a little bit like that. Yeah, that's kind of good. But outside of that, dude, nah, keep that shit away from me. I don't want to do that. Like, I know the electrolytes are good for you. But that's true. I don't know. I just don't like him that much, guys. So, considering he said it's South Korean culture, considering he said it's South Korean culture suck, I would, as a punishment, airdrop Somali into North Korea. Yeah, he's gonna get his. Don't worry. He's definitely gonna get his. I don't think you gotta worry too much. He will suffer the wrath of somebody eventually. Yeah, it's already out there. Don't worry, guys. He's gonna get his. So, see, I don't think pickle juice is that yummy like that, but okay. Well, you don't have to drink only pickle juice. Hopefully, you can replace it like with soda or something. Okay, I got you. Well, guys, we do
Emily
have.
likes pickles so much, she's just like Bubble Bass.
Oh my God, not Bubble. You forgot the pickles. Not that guy. When we reach out, I did find a very cute streamer that is doing a partner push. So we are going to go support them. But guys, thank you so much for chatting with me about non-VTuber news today. I will follow up with you guys about a few things coming up on Sunday, okay, about VTuber news. So thank you guys for hanging out. Have a lovely rest of your day. I might be playing Night Rain later in the server. But I have some work that I got to do before that. So see you guys around. Take care of yourselves. And have a good rest of your day, okay? Bye, YouTube. See you guys later, right? Bye, guys. Hi, Twitter. Does anybody on Twitter actually watch?